No. Together, back together, back together. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, happy Monday. It's JKJ, Jeremy, Katy, Josh, broadcasting live out of Lone Tree, Colorado. Ready to have some fun today. Got a jam-packed show. Things are getting fired up online as well. Looks like Katy Cat just initiated the YouTube stream.
Sure did.
YouTube stream initiated. You can see what's going on here in the studios by searching Mix 100 Denver, believe it or not, on YouTube. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. Got a good-looking T-shirt on today, I'll tell you that much right now. You got a jean jacket on? Jean jacket! Josh has got a, what is that, Bugle Boy? Bugle Boy jacket on today?
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we are happy. We are happy to be back today. God, we had to work a lot this weekend, but totally worth it. The Mix 100 Diamond Dive was a huge success on Saturday. Packed house, you guys.
Woo!
Packed house.
Insane.
It was insane, buddy.
It was so much fun. Like, I was telling Josh rolling up, there were people like pre-gaming and tailgating in the parking lot of Winner's Circle. Like,
there was.
blasting Mix
wild.
100.
I know.
It was so
like, I went
much
rolling
fun.
in, I had my windows down, and they're yelling at me, Jeremy!
Yeah.
Jeremy, nice truck!
Yeah.
Jeremy!
Yeah, I got there at like
And I was like,
11:30.
Window went back
goes
up.
right
back
up.
Yeah, I was just scoping things out a little early, and I was like,
Were you?
wow, people are ready. Like, they're stretching. They're getting into it.
It was fun. It was definitely fun. We'll go into a little more detail on how it all went down and stuff today at 7, right before PMI. But smashing success. Ton of pictures, some video. I've got some more video I need to post today that I was actually finding on my phone last night. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I took that. But huge congratulations to a listener named Tanisha, who did score the $10,000 diamond ring. And it looked good on her.
She was so excited, too. Like,
Even with her little cake-covered hands,
Yeah.
it looked pretty good on her.
So much cake.
cake-covered hair, cake-covered ears.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
there was,
It was
cake.
everywhere.
And who knew cake turns into soup when 40 people jump around in it? You
yeah.
know?
Well, and who knew it was so heavy? Like, at the end of it,
Oh,
this
like-
thing was, we put the cakes out on a tarp so you could roll it up.
And hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
couldn't lift it up to get it into the trash.
Yeah.
So that's when I left. I was like, well, gotta go.
All right, see ya.
Dipped. You were like, actually, I need to get to a thing.
I got things,
Yeah.
so good luck with this, you guys. Good luck. But other than that,
Good time.
Mother's Day this weekend, also a good success. And we had a heck of a time yesterday. We went over to Foothills Golf Course.
Oh,
Josh?
great course.
Great
Yeah.
course. They've got a brand new clubhouse that they just built within the past year.
I haven't
or
been there
so.
yet. Yeah.
Beautiful, really beautiful clubhouse. And we did the Mother's Day brunch over there, which was very nice. Had all the moms over there, sat against the windows, and you look out at the course, and just beautiful.
Beautiful course.
Real tasty breakfast / brunch. They had a little buffet going. I ordered off the menu because I didn't want to, be a fat pig.
There you go.
I just got the breakfast burrito, and then we all went outside and took pictures and stuff.
Golf courses make historically good breakfast burritos because that's what a lot of people
really
get
good,
if they're
dude.
golfing early instead of a
Yeah.
hot dog at the turn.
Yeah.
They get a breakfast burrito, and those things are dang good.
It was
man.
really good.
Oh my gosh.
Tasty green chili.
Yummy.
We are planning a little couple lunch dates over the next couple weeks, me and Nick Nack, before the kids are off for the summer. And
Yeah.
I just was like, let's go back over here and we'll sit, right at the bar, have a cocktail and some lunch, and then go sit out and just watch the guys hit the balls.
That's things
And
golf
ladies.
courses do well. They do cocktails really well. They do a lot of good little tiny light brunch lunch things.
Yeah.
They cook those things out,
I
man.
gotta tell
It's
you guys,
good.
you feel pretty darn fancy when you're sitting at a golf course, don't you?
You do.
You feel
Absolutely.
really classy. Really
Even if-
classy.
especially
sitting there.
watching other people golf, because you
Yeah.
can just pretend
I
that
have
you
no
see
idea
his
what they're
swing.
doing.
And you can just
Yeah.
go out there. Good shot.
Yeah,
Good
you
shot.
just need
idea.
to know. You just need to know the lingo, Jared. Like next time you say, "How you hitting them?" That's
Yeah.
it.
How you
It's
hitting
very
'em?
easy.
Hey, hitting them straight,
Yeah,
keeping them straight. There you go.
exactly.
Yep.
It's you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like,
it's a game of inches, you guys.
yeah,
It is.
yeah,
It
and
sure
that
is.
one works there.
That
you
one
just
works.
need to know the lingo. You'll fit
That
in
one works.
fine. and
Walk
you'll
past a
feel
couple
fancy.
of guys and just go, "Hey, putter's been hot lately."
Yeah.
Putter's been-"
All right.
They'll be like,
Yes,
"Oh
there
my
you
gosh,
go.
this guy."
This guy.
He golfs.
All right.
He
Yeah, yeah.
knows. He
Uh-huh.
knows.
You know what, I will
He's
say
one of us.
being there kind of makes me want to take up golf, though.
Dude.
Like,
It's a
like for
fun
real.
game,
Yeah.
man. It
I
really
think
is.
you'd like it.
I think I probably
you
would, too.
enjoy golf. You can do it by yourself or with your friends. You know,
That's, yeah, well,
Like,
yeah.
it's-
And the thing about golf that I don't understand with you is that how you haven't done it yet is like You love the outdoors. You get to spend 4 hours
It's
outside
so
in the nice
beautiful.
sun on beautiful grass.
And
Like,
you know how I am about grass. Good looking
Yes.
grass.
you love your
Yeah.
grass. You
Not
got a little-
potweed, but like
No.
grass on the
No,
ground.
exactly.
No, but you got a competition with your neighbors with your grass.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
that's
do.
how much you love it.
And you get to
And-
dress like a dad.
You,
Yes.
you
Oh my gosh.
like dad mode times 10.
Yes. Tucked
And
in polo shirts
you
for
live,
days.
You live by a golf course, so this
Well,
would be
yeah. I
a
do.
very easy hobby for you to pick up.
Well, if you want to get cardio in too, you can walk the course, or if you're feeling
Uh-huh.
Let's not
lazy,
get
take
crazy.
the golf cart. I mean, I'm just saying. I play golf to be lazy. I'm like, I'm
And
driving the
stop
cart.
right there.
I love the cart, but if you want to get a little
What
cardio
I need
in,
to do, I need to go out with like you for a day and maybe learn it, or my dad. My dad's a golfer.
I would
and
love
he's like,
that.
I'll take you out.
Yeah.
So but I need to spread it out amongst a few
Yes.
people that can just work with me for 4 hours.
dude,
Yes.
that
And
would
just
be
get
the
to hang,
happiest
get to
day of
feel.
my life. I
I
would
think you
love
should
it.
do that.
I can come and I can just drive for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, maybe.
I've seen how you drive in real life,
I
so
know.
I actually
Golf
got a
carts are
taste of how she
fun.
drives in real life too. I was following her the other day.
I got a taste of how these guys zip around on these golf courses because we were standing there taking some pictures and stuff, and apparently we were on one of the paths,
Oh.
and they came
Meep, meep.
flying around and they almost
Oh,
hit
yeah.
us, and we were like, we should probably move. I don't think we're supposed to stand
Well,
here.
they're also about probably 4 transfusions deep, so they got a couple,
Exactly,
got a couple
right?
soda pops in them as
Yeah.
well. They're like, oh, people.
Yeah. Anyway, what'd you guys do over the weekend? How was Mother's Day? for
Katie?
you guys?
Oh,
Katie?
it was so good. Like, I actually talked to a few of my mom friends, and I was like, what are you doing today? And every one of them's like, I'm just sitting on my couch. It is the best
Good.
day ever. And that Nuggets game started early. That's really all I did. And then I felt a little bad because I was texting you, Jeremy, and I was like, I think I'm going to go on a walk. Like,
Yeah.
I think that sounds good. I want to get outside and blah, blah. But the more I sat around and I was like, I like being in my house right now. I have those French doors right off my living
Yeah.
room. I'm like, I'm just going to open these and pretend I'm outside.
You're a mom.
Like,
You can
that's
do-
a
Mother's-
much better idea.
That's the best part
Yeah.
of Mother's Day. You can do whatever you want. And there's no shame.
Yes,
you can be
and
lazy.
that's what I did. I just sat on my couch and I watched the Nuggets game and I ate snacks and I got so anxious back and forth. It was so funny because at one point, I had those French doors open and this is like the first game I've been able to watch at my house where
Yeah.
I got like really into it. And I was like, I don't know if you heard, Jeremy, but that first quarter was the lowest scoring first quarter in NBA playoffs history between both teams. Like they only
Both
scored
teams
like
are
25
exhausted.
points
They're so
in the
tired.
first
The
quarter.
NBA scheduling
It
is
was so bad.
horrific.
And I'm sitting there screaming at my TV, and I'm like, give the ball to AG. Feed AG. Why you keep shooting it, Joker? Give it to AG. Feed him the ball. And I'm like screaming at my
You gotta
TV.
shut the windows.
Also dropping some choice words that I cannot say on the radio. And all of a sudden I hear yoga, like really, really serene music get turned up. Really, and I look out my window and there's somebody in their balcony staring at me, screaming at my TV, and clearly they're trying to enjoy their afternoon listening. They're sitting in
You're
their
gonna get
hammock
kicked out.
reading a book, and I'm yelling, screaming, swearing at my TV, and I was like, I gotta
Your
get
poor
used to
neighbors.
this apartment living. I know, Like,
Jeez.
but they're getting a good taste of what I'm about,
Guess so.
Like
My
but-
Mother's Day was different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
We spent time with our family and
Well, Zoe came over after. Like, there's about a quarter left in
didn't
the
say
game.
curse words.
And she brought me fried chicken to make, or we went to get fried chicken because she
Aw.
wanted to make me feel better after that Nuggets game. So, but it was a great Mother's Day. It was. I felt like
That's
I got
good.
to
Even though the
enjoy-
Nuggets lost, are you
even
okay?
though you know what? Again, if I didn't have an ulcer already, I do now. But that game got me so anxious, and then I was sad. But then I went and spent like $200 at TJ Maxx, and I feel much better.
There you go. Retail therapy.
It works
Retail
wonders.
therapy.
It works wonders. So,
It's a good Mother's Day altogether,
It was
right?
a good
How was your mom,
Mother's Day.
Joshy?
It was so funny. I came into her house and we all went over to my grandmother's house. Like my entire family. It was really cool to see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while. But I show up to my mom's house and I got her, a nice little card and some flowers. And I was like one of the last ones to show up. And I roll into the house and I have this beautiful bouquet and I'm like, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. She's like, I got more flowers. Like I walked into this house and there was flowers from everybody. And I was like, I don't know what else to get a mom for Mother's Day than like her favorite candy and flowers and stuff. But everybody else had already shown up. So she's like, well, let's find another, vase to put
Yeah.
these flowers
Should be
in and
watering this week.
stuff. Dude, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to get you. But she got, I mean, that house is so colorful right now because there are so many flowers
That's
in
good.
there.
It just means she's loved.
Exactly.
She is. And I was like, Mom, you're so loved and you're the best mom ever. And I'm, that's not bias. You really are and all that stuff. But man, she has a lot of flowers.
Maybe get her
So-
some Allegra along with it. Or
I know.
Something.
I'm like, geez, I'm sorry, but it's like, what do you get the woman that has everything? I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to shop for moms and dads.
That's it. Zoe
It
got
really
me
is.
flowers.
I'll give you some
and I
tips. Come to
loved
me
them.
next time.
Okay.
I got some tips for you, buddy.
What to get my mom?
Yep. What to get moms?
You know, Carrie.
I know your mom. Like I know your
Gosh,
mom.
that's so good.
What'd you guys have to eat? Anything good?
Yeah. What'd you say? I'm
Fried
sorry.
chicken.
What'd you have to eat?
Oh yeah. So actually, we had fried chicken too.
Did you
That's
really?
so funny. Yes, we did. We
Oh.
all got fried chicken. My mom was like,
Alright.
I don't want to cook, and I was like, No, we will get you whatever you want. And she was feeling fried chicken, and my grandma's house is right next to a Cane's, so we got a bunch of people
Yeah.
Cane's, and it was
Right
honestly
on.
really, really good. I got that
Yeah.
3-finger
Me.
combo, Jared.
I
It
bet
was
you
really
did.
Good. It was good, man. So
Good
we had
for
a bunch
you.
of fried chicken as well, Katie. We joined the fried chicken club.
Yeah.
You guys
That's how
need to go
do
for a
it.
jog today.
We do, because I had the crinkle cut fries with
Although
that
that breakfast burrito I had was about 8 pounds, so I'm right there with
Everybody's
you.
running today.
Everybody be
Gotta
running.
get that cardio in.
Well, welcome back to everybody. We hope you had a great Mother's Day weekend. The fun's going to continue here with JKJ. We got a little something coming up called the Trending Report. We'll get you updated on everything that's going around locally. Right now, it is time for that first check of traffic. I know you're excited for this. Here you go. Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Happy Monday, everybody. We hope you had a killer Mother's Day. Had a real nice weekend. Beautiful weather. It'll continue today. It's looking real nice today.
Yeah.
Text lines open. Phone lines are open. If anyone wants to sound off anytime during the show, 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 is your direct link right here into the radio station. We've got people that call in and text us on a daily basis, one of which is a guy that I have named Repeat Robert, and we got to meet him this weekend, actually.
Dude.
He showed up.
And he brought us pizza.
He brought you guys pizza.
Favorite guy ever now, because he brought me my favorite pizza from my favorite place in Fort Collins that I just don't get to very often. And it was so good. The spicy ranch. Oh my gosh.
It looked real good.
I'm a believer. That
so
pizza.
good. The cream cheese pizza, right,
so
Katy?
So good.
I went in for a
too.
slice and you guys slapped me and told me to get out
Yeah,
of the way.
I pushed him to the
Nacho
ground.
pizza, Jared.
Pushed me down.
So good, Repeat Robert. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, thank you so much. We've got the best listeners, so thank you, Mr. Repeat Robert. All right, let's dive into a trending report. I do want to welcome you guys to Allergy Awareness Month, even though we're 12 days into this. They said the top 100 cities in America based on how much coughing, sneezing, and wheezing. They ranked them, like the places you should be living and the places that you should not be living. If you have really bad allergies, you're going to want to stay away from Wichita, Kansas. As you would expect, a lot of things growing out there, a lot of wind blowing, and a lot of runny noses.
Got that ragweed out there?
Got the ragweed. They say the 10 best cities were like Boston, Salt Lake, Ohio, Akron, Ohio. Denver actually came in on the top 10 best cities for allergies. I don't suffer from them. My wife doesn't, and my son doesn't, but we've discovered that my daughter does. All this weekend, bright red eyes, sneezing like crazy, snot running down, and we're like, you've got allergies, I think.
Oh.
And as we were sitting outside yesterday at the golf course and then back at our house in the backyard, the wind came up a little bit, and you could just see it.
Oh, yeah.
It was so thick yesterday, all the pollen and stuff coming off the trees. And she's over there like,
Oh, the poor baby.
it was so bad. Like, you can wipe your hand across the patio table and lift it up, and it was like yellow.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. It
It's
was
funny.
Nasty.
Denver's on that list because I didn't suffer from allergies until I moved to Colorado, and then it really started to bother me. So
You all itchy?
it's certain
Itchy,
times,
runny
especially right now when it's so windy,
Yeah.
it really gets.
I don't
to
think
me,
I have any
so.
either. I've never noticed anything where I
haven't
feel
either.
like, really crappy or anything like
No.
that, but no itchy eyes for me.
Hey,
Thank
looking
God.
at my daughter, I feel for people that have really bad allergies. It's
Yeah.
nasty stuff. Social Security Administration released its annual baby names list for Mother's Day. They do this every year. 6 year in a row, Olivia and Liam, top names for girls and boys.
Okay.
Olivia and Liam. 6 years in a row.
Those are kind
Can
of
we
cute
be a little
names,
more
actually.
creative?
Yeah, but I like those.
See, I like a variation of Olivia. I just love the name Olive. If I ever had
cute.
another kid, that was it, little girl, that was going to be
Get a dog named
Olive.
Olive once.
I know, a little dog named Olive. Some animal. I'm going to be naming something Olive in the next couple of
It
years.
sounds like a little
I
old
just
lady.
love it.
It'll translate in about 80 years.
Exactly.
You should have another baby.
Well.
So the girls, it was Olivia, Emma, Amelia, Charlotte, Mia. Down at the bottom of the list, it was Teacup, Bumblebee, Diva, and Rolaids.
Those are
And
good.
then for the boys, it was Liam, Noah, Oliver, and Theodore, and James. And then down at the bottom, those are the ones I always like. Dracula, Pikachu, Rambo,
No.
Flash, and Garlic.
Garlic. No, garlic is making its way back
It's
up.
It's a family
it's
name.
making its way back
It's
up.
a family name.
Bumblebee,
Garlic.
Rolaids.
Yeah.
These are my daughter and son, Bumblebee and Garlic.
None
Thank
of
you.
those.
No, those are good.
The bottom of the list names are always
Those
the
are
best.
good, Katy. What are you talking about?
If you're a fan of American Idol, it's been renewed for its 24th season.
Oh, I saw they got to the top 5 last night.
Really?
Good for
Yeah.
them.
Good for them.
Yes.
Shark Tank renewed for season 17. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune renewed. Celebrity Jeopardy. America's Funniest Home Videos renewed for its 36th season.
Wow.
And,
Also saw that on TV last night.
and The
Also,
Bachelor and Bachelorette renewed too. So
as they should.
if you're fans of a bunch of junk TV, there you go.
I was like, that's literal definition
going.
trash TV. That's
It
what
really
it
is.
is.
Okay, trash or just recycle TV. I don't think it's real. Like, The Bachelor's been around for so long.
I used to be a fan.
Deserves a place.
I used to be a fan.
You know,
but,
it really does.
It's the same thing over. It's the most intense season yet.
Every single
Every
year.
single
This
it
feels
all
right.
comes down to
Yeah.
this.
Did you guys see the video floating around this weekend of this news analyst, Cameron Kinsey? It looks like fainted live on the air, just passed out.
Oh, no.
She was on Fox News. Everybody don't freak out. I've got some audio of that, though. I'm going to play it for you. Listen to this. Whoa. Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
He didn't
Yeah.
know what the
How
heck to do.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
Yeah. And when you watch that video and you hear it again, like, she hits.
Yeah.
She
hits the table.
hits that floor. She's just straight over on the floor, dude.
Oh, I thought you
Wham.
meant table then floor. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
just
yeah.
floor, man. Ooh, scary
good.
stuff. But yeah, just birds, man. You can tell she was fading.
Do we
She
know what
said she
happened?
was
Is she okay?
Dehydrated or something. She's like, I need to stay hydrated better. She made a post, I believe,
Okay.
afterwards, right?
She was thirsty.
I don't know.
Oh.
She just said something like, thank you so much to everybody that helped, and then something about staying hydrated.
Have you
better
guys
and
ever
stuff.
fainted?
I have not.
It is the freakiest
not.
thing. I've only fainted one time in my life, and funny enough, we found out quite soon after that I was pregnant. But when
There you go.
because it is like you just forget a complete 20 seconds of your life. At least that's how it was for me. I stood up, I was there, and then I wasn't. And then when I
Jeez.
came
Were you
to,
also dehydrated?
it was.
or?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think it was just like my levels were a little off. But yeah,
Get
when
this
I
girl a Gatorade.
and when I came to, it was very much like I just forgot a good 30 seconds. Like I didn't remember passing out. I didn't remember falling, obviously. I
Yeah.
just remembered being on the floor.
Just
but
gone, right?
It was
Jeez.
crazy.
I've
It
been
was
knocked
intense.
out. That's about the same thing. It's similar when you get knocked out and you're just like, you wake up and everybody's standing around you and they're like, dude, are you good? And
Is
you're
that a
Yeah.
hockey thing?
It was a football thing.
Football.
I got hit really hard and then I woke up and all my coaches were around me and they're like, Grizz, you good? And I was like, I think so.
don't know, honestly.
I was like, am I good? I don't
Where
know.
am I?
You tell me. You
Well,
tell
they
me.
had like 6 faces staring down at me, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is
Whoa.
happening?"
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
That was a weird sensation because I did come to, and there was like, 6 people being like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so."
Sure. Why not? Yeah, the
that was
birds.
birds. That
The
really was like
birds.
birds. I was like,
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad that she's okay
She's
and
doing
just
all right,
needed
it sounds
water.
like.
Okay.
Katie, what's going on locally?
Gosh. All right. Well, this is a good look for Colorado starting us off because U.S. News and World Report, they just put out their yearly list of the best states in the country. Colorado, we are rising on up here. It's pretty good. So we're number 11 on the list this year, and we have moved up quite a few spots because in 2013, we were 15th and 13th last year. So just barely missing the top 10 this year, number 11 on that list.
We're number 11.
We're number 11.
almost top 10.
Number 1 is Utah, and
Yes.
I just cannot.
Telling
I
you.
can't.
I
I don't
love
no.
Utah.
I've lived really close to Utah, and I just think Colorado's better in every way. We have better food, we have better mountains, we have better wildlife.
Food
it's
for
just
sure.
better.
Utah
It's
food is
just
very
better.
bland in that they just don't have a lot of different options.
What?
No, it's true. Like Salt Lake City, it's
What?
okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the same
Not
stuff.
known for the food, Jer.
No.
Huh.
I
will say when
it's
we
beautiful,
spent a
though.
week in
It's very
Moab,
pretty.
it was some of the best food I've ever had. There was this
Really?
Italian place. Oh my God, I'll dig up some pictures. The food was fantastic.
I feel
in
like Moab is so different than every other part of Utah that I've been to, though.
Yeah.
Like Moab
very
is
touristy.
very touristy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it would
not
not
a-
like I would not ever want to live
Yeah,
anywhere
I
near
wouldn't
there.
want to
Oh,
compare.
it was busy like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't compare like a regular like Aurora with Moab, right?
Why not?
Because
No.
it's like apples and oranges. You can't do that. It's not the same. Like
I didn't
we
know there
could-
was food rules
we could,
now.
We could compare like a Glenwood
You can't
Springs.
get anything delicious in Utah unless
Maybe
it's Moab.
a Glenwood Springs or an Aspen or a Vail or Telluride with Moab or one of their ski resorts. I think
Maybe.
Park City, like maybe that'd be a fair comparable. comparison. But yeah, I think Colorado's better than Utah. But
I'm getting tired of you bad-mouthing Utah, Katie.
The things they took into consideration were healthcare, education, economy, infrastructure, opportunity, financial stability, crime and corrections, and natural environments. They didn't even take food into consideration. I don't like this list at all anymore. But yeah, Utah
This is
number
a dumb
one.
list.
Who knew, right? Who knew? This is a great story. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, they had exciting Mother's Day news to share yesterday. Asha the gorilla is going to be a mommy.
Aw.
She's going to give birth sometime this
Congrats.
summer. So
That's
between
great.
now and the end of July, she's going to be giving birth. And it's not her first time becoming a mom. So she has a 12-year-old son, Dembe. He lives at the North Carolina Zoo. And she has an 18-year-old daughter, Tumani, who lives in New Orleans. So, but
Well,
this
she
is,
gets around.
right. What's her job?
My God.
But it's
She's
very
one of the
exciting.
main ones, yeah.
Very exciting that she is going to be a mommy this summer and just making Cheyenne Mountain Zoo even better. We talked about, I think it was last week, where they're up for the best zoo in the country along with Denver Zoo.
Do we know when that poll result comes out?
We don't know when the poll results come out, but we did wrap up voting already.
Okay.
So we'll have to see which zoo reigns supreme.
They're
but we do
counting
know.
the votes, Jer.
Wow.
Yeah, both
This
of
is
those
intense.
zoos were in the running. Rockies news. Finally, they fired Bud Black.
It's just
Woo!
they gave the keys to him, and it was a sinking ship. I liked Buddy Black a lot. I thought
Yeah.
he was a really good manager. He was, oddly enough, the winningest manager in Rockies
I know.
history.
Passing Clint Hurdle, which
past
is
Clint
also
Hurdle.
what?
Which is so funny because Clint Hurdle's now the assistant manager now,
Yeah.
as he got moved up with
Yeah.
the firing of Buddy Black and then the bench coach as well. I just don't think this is going to fix anything. I
I
mean,
don't
the
either.
team is so bad. It's not like they're changing the players.
Were they chanting "sell the team" this weekend?
Yeah.
I think I saw some story where the crowd was
They're-
like, "Sell the team."
Which they should. I mean, I'm sorry. The Monforts have done absolutely nothing.
It's
with
probably
it.
time, huh?
It
Jared,
is.
That
time.
final score on Saturday was 21-0, right?
The
Or-
other team put up 3 touchdowns
Yeah,
against the Rockies.
That is
It was like a record for the
crazy-
worst something.
Yeah, in franchise history.
I skimmed a story.
It was bad.
I skimmed a
It was
story.
bad.
In like baseball history.
I mean, they've
It was-
lost worse in like the fact that there have been scores like 28-5, or people
Yeah.
have scored more runs.
But to get shut
However,
out.
to get blanked, I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't get around the bases at all, and the other team went around and around and around and around. And
21
around.
times.
21
It was so
times.
funny. I was actually in a movie during that game
Yeah.
on Saturday, and I kept getting updates on my phone. It would light up, and it was literally like, San Diego Padres 10, 11, 12. I mean, every time I would check, I was like 18, 19,
Yeah.
20. It was unbelievable
Question.
seeing those updates.
What movie did you see?
Oh my gosh, I saw The Accountant 2. So good.
Yeah.
It's Ben Affleck. Really good movie with him. The first one I loved so much. So I was like, I got to go see the second one. First of all, hilarious, and then the action scenes,
Pretty good?
So good, man. I highly recommend it.
Second question.
Yes, sir.
Why are you that a-hole that keeps his phone on during the movies when they tell you?
He's just checking the score.
They tell you
But-
right before it starts.
I
Turn your phones off.
absolutely should have muted it. I did not put it on Do Not Disturb, and that was on me because I didn't think they would have scored 21 runs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not the guy
Rude.
that's checking his phone. It was just lighting up. However, I was
21 times it lit up.
Well, yeah. I was in the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
row,
yeah.
and I did end up flipping it over because
Okay,
it lit
smart.
up so many times.
Yes.
I was like, dang,
This
man.
guy.
Stop
This
it.
guy at the movies right
I blame
here.
the Rockies.
This
Yeah.
guy.
It
It's
wouldn't
the
have gone
Rockies'
off. Oddly
fault.
enough, I got no text in that 2.5 hours, but I blame the Rockies for being so bad.
Oh, they are that
So
bad,
bad.
too.
So bad.
Also pretty bad, Darius Williams. Okay, this guy hit the same Circle K 7 different times starting from last October.
Like
So-
robbed it?
Yes, he has
Jeez.
robbed that store 7 times. This guy has committed 10 total robberies since October, and he finally got caught. People were like, oh my gosh. Here's the thing. The craziest part about this story, in all 10 robberies, do you know how much money this guy got away with?
$11.
$600.
Jeremy, $600 is all he got from all of those robberies. Like, you'd think after the first time he only got $50, he'd be like, this ain't worth
Oh,
it.
he got
Moving on,
$600.
yeah.
Are you
This ain't
kidding
worth
me?
it. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. But again, this guy
And a large soda.
finally getting arrested. But they were saying that like it was so that that he got caught in the act. That's actually what happened. But it became so like predictable that they were the employees were kind of like, here comes Darius, clean out the safe.
Like, oh, it's
you know,
Sunday, here he comes.
exactly.
Like, then how did he get away with it so many times?
That's
Like,
what-
by the third one, I think I'd be like, let's get the
Man,
shotgun.
if it ain't
Call the
broke,
cops
don't fix
now,
it.
Pull
Yeah.
the
right?
shotgun out.
And I think it was just that, like, he wasn't like getting away with hundreds and thousands of dollars.
They
So
were
they
like,
were
"It's
just
fine."
like, take down his name. We'll get to it when we get to it.
He's
you
like, hey,
know?
give me $75.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
So silly. And we're wrapping it up with actually a very lighthearted, fun story. A former Denver teacher has opened a new romance bookstore, and it is
Hey.
aimed at women and really inclusion as a whole. Because here's the thing: there's been a long-standing stigma about women and romance novels. It's very naughty, right? We're not supposed to like embrace and talk about that. We read them. And this former
I have
teacher,
never heard that.
well, her name is Sydney Ivy, and she says,
I think
you
that's
know,
made up
she was
there.
very burnt out as a teacher, and she needed something else to fulfill her.
Oh.
Do you know what she calls her bookstore?
What?
The Spicy Librarian. And she says,
Paper cut that ass.
Yes.
Sounds like a Kama Sutra
no,
move.
she says it's bringing in more money in a single month than she earned in a whole year as a teacher.
I bet.
This is a huge niche for women.
Wow.
I don't think
Women
you
are
guys realize how much we love
horny.
romance novels.
This is not a
Yes.
secret
I
at all.
can't
I
tell
don't
you-
understand
Yeah, I
why
don't know why
this is
this
like
is a
this
secret.
is
That's
like
all
a
women
thing.
read. What are you
but-
talking
Like when
about?
50 Shades of Grey came out and everything. and
Exactly.
it's always the ladies
It
read
is
the
the
romance.
ladies,
It's not
but
a
again,
secret.
there's always a stigma attached to it that we should be ashamed of. Not maybe so much
I've never
anymore,
heard
but
that.
there used to be. There used to be
Huh.
a stigma, and the thing is the romance novel book. It's not just like the romance between a man and a woman. There are so many ways you can go with romance,
Well, of
and that's
course.
what she's trying to aim at: inclusion of all the romance stories. And it is her business is booming, and I love this for her. I just think that
That's
this
pretty
is
cool.
something that, you know, again, so you talk about the 50 Shades of Grey books. When those first came out, I was trying to read those on a plane. I didn't realize how intense those books got. And I was like in chapter
More
one, and
turbulence,
people
please.
were like watching me read it. And I was like, okay, we're putting this book down. We can't, it's
'cause
not
they
a
were
book to
shocked
read
that you were
in
doing
front of
that.
people.
But
Yeah.
and you had your pants
I
off,
didn't
too.
know what I was
Jeez.
getting
Oh my
into. But
Man, we're gonna need you
now-
to put your pants back
now
on.
there's a place you can read it and feel good about it.
See, I feel like
So-
guys have always loved this because the women read these romance novels and then they take it out on us, you know?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's true.
That's always been the joke. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
read those
Is
books. and
that, yeah, you
I'll
guys
see you
dig
Friday
it?
night.
I had an ex that liked reading them, and she wanted to read them along with me, and it was interesting.
And then you
Oh.
recreate everything.
It's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at
You recreate the
you.
covers like Fabio, you know, you're
Yeah.
out there with your flowing hair.
She really wanted me to grow my hair out. It was really weird.
Yeah. I had a buddy who had
Stand
a
in front of a fan. I don't know what was
I had a
up.
buddy in high school whose mom read all these romance novels, and you'd go into their house, and like they'd had the fireplace there, and then
Yeah.
shelves on each side of the fireplace. I mean, thousands of romance novels, and that's all it was lining these
Kids,
shelves.
that's mommy's shelf. That's
I mean,
mommy's shelf. Don't go
she
over there.
found and read every one of these sultry
Jeez.
books.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Huh.
And she was a freak in a bed.
I guess so.
Oh, yeah.
Did she have like 11 kids with her husband?
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
Oddly enough, he was an only child.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Oddly enough. Anyway, is that it? We're
That's
done?
it.
That's
That's
it.
That's it.
Wrapping it
That's
up.
your trending report with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. We have even more stories that we've gone through this morning. We'll come back and give you a positive, a minus, and something interesting. We call it PMI. And I do want to play a little bit of audio from our diamond dive over the weekend. I've got Tanisha, our winner. She's so sweet. So we'll talk about that a little bit and play you the audio coming up with JKJ. Let's see what Mr. Aaron has to say about all this traffic. we go. It's Monday with JKJ, Denver's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, broadcasting live and local. Yeah, we're in town. We're not being pumped in from out of state. We are here living that Colorado life with you. In fact, our studios are right here in Lone Tree, Colorado. If you want to see what's going on live in the studios, we do have a feed that goes all morning long. It's on YouTube. Just search Mix 100 Denver, brought to you by our good partners over at Safeway. You can watch Katy right now let out a gigantic yawn. Somebody's
call me out
CP.
like that, homie.
Somebody's CP.
I haven't regulated the temperature in my apartment, and I didn't sleep well last night because it was too hot.
Oh, too hot?
I know.
Kicking those covers off?
I like it really cold, and so it was kept me up a little bit.
Did
so
you?
I'm just a little bit tired today, but
it's funny. You know, I went to bed last night at like 7:30.
Lucky.
And I know, right? And I woke up and everyone else was asleep. The house was dark, and I thought for sure it was like 2:30 in the morning because I was like, man, I was sleeping hard. 2:30. I rolled over and looked at my phone. 9:50.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
It was 9:50, and I
Oh.
had felt like I had been asleep for a day.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Usually it's
And then
like
I couldn't go back to
midnight. Yeah.
sleep. I know. I was
Yeah.
like 9:50.
Jeez.
And then I do that thing where I just lay there and tell, go back to sleep, go back to sleep,
Yeah.
go
See, I
back to
hate
sleep.
that. That's
Counting
when-
how many hours you have
It's only
left.
9:50. Go back to
Yeah.
sleep for God's sakes. You know, we're all kind of seepy because Saturday was killer for us. It was so fun. We made our way up to Winter Circle Entertainment Center in Longmont for the big old Mix 100 Diamond Dive. We had been pimping this for a couple weeks. We got all the moms up there, about 40 moms around this gigantic Safeway cake. And y'all dove in. We got pictures. We got video. You went for it. And what a bad day to wear brand new tennis shoes.
Yeah, both of you guys.
Both of us wore
Both
new
of
shoes.
us, first of all, which by the way looked great. Your
You
shoes
too,
were
buddy.
awesome.
Very stylish.
Yours were
I
very
could
cool.
not believe that's the way you guys went.
I
with that.
didn't
Like,
expect.
I truly didn't think it was going to be that
Seriously?
messy.
Didn't.
I truly didn't. I thought,
Really?
for me especially, I thought I'd be like, I'll be out of the way. This will be
Yes,
great.
we'll stand back.
You ladies are animals.
Throwing cake. The
I
cake was
knew
everywhere,
it.
and I was
Everywhere.
sliding. Like I could like stand and then slide my feet to the side.
No, it's
I
so
almost
funny.
slipped.
Whoa.
Like walking to you guys, I almost ate it, which would
I
have been
knew
hilarious.
that we had over 30 women fighting for a $10,000 diamond ring with cake. Things were going to get messy. I busted out
man.
shoes that were half the age of Josh. Like my shoes were like 15, 16 years
That's
old.
smart move.
I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. Like
Incredibly smart move.
I went back.
Josh and I are trying to be all stylish and
I
hip.
know. I don't know why you did that.
But yeah, I had to go home and wash the old Vans off.
It was unbelievable.
And the underneath just caked
Oh
in
my
cake.
gosh.
I had to go wash my shoes off
Yeah,
afterwards.
it
I was
was
rinsing my
crazy.
shoes off.
It was so bad. But wow, what an intense situation, and the amount of people that showed up to watch. I mean, just an incredible turnout. It was everything that we wanted for this. So thank you to all the listeners that participated and showed up day of. And a massive congratulations to sweet little Tanisha
Yeah.
that walked away with the ring. And you'll see the excitement in the video if you check it out on our social, Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Facebook, and Instagram. And then she did something crazy. She went back and did like snow angels in that
Yeah.
cake.
Yep.
What was that about?
No, I'm so glad she did because I've been talking about that for weeks, how
Yeah.
I wanted to do that. But again, when I saw that 30 plus women in a giant cake makes cake soup, I was like, maybe I
like,
should have done this
I didn't know
cake angel before.
that the cake could become a liquid.
Yeah.
It became
It
like
did.
such a mashed up
It was
It
mix
weird.
of liquid and solids.
It was so crazy.
It was incredible how they demolished that. I mean,
yeah,
really,
it
truly.
turned into something I've never seen. But yeah, it was so much fun. I think that's what we can all agree on is the amount of fun that we all had out there at Winter Circle in Longmont was
a lot of smiles, Jer.
so
Yeah.
much. Like,
Here's a little taste of what Tanisha sounded like. Yeah.
Aw, Tani-
Aw.
You know what's funny is she was also the one, like truly, I think she was the most covered. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there were some ladies that were kind of going like dainty about it, like, oh, let's pick this little corner. and
She
stuff.
went for it, you
She
guys.
went head first, face first, and she was
Covered. Well, then not to
head-to-toe
mention
covered.
afterwards, rolling around in
Well,
it.
yes, but
that was part of it.
Before she rolled around in it, she came back in and was like, dang, she's
It's like,
more
since
cake
I'm
than person.
Here, since I'm here, I mean,
Crazy.
When can you say
so
I jumped
good.
in a cake and did a cake angel?
So good.
Like,
In that ring, it did look banging. So big old thank you to Rocky Mountain Custom Jewelry for hooking her up and offering to resize it for her so it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
And shout out to Nick and Matt and the entire crew over there. You guys came through.
They crushed it.
They crushed
it. The band was custom.
Absolutely
It looked
crushed
so
it.
good.
and that cake, you guys, Safeway did such a good job putting that cake
I was
together.
shocked at
Like,
how pretty it was.
it was so
so
nice.
pretty. And it was
Oh my
100.
gosh.
100 cakes all in there with
And then
22
27 or
27. 27 little round red cakes to make a little S in there. It
It
looked
was great.
fantastic.
It was so neat.
Check out the
crushed
videos
it.
and the pictures all over our social. Mix 100 Denver. I think we've got them there. And then again, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks to everybody who participated in the big old Mix 100 Diamond Dive. Right now, we're going to slide into a little PMI. We've got a positive, a minus, and something interesting for you to kick off your morning. Who got to pee today?
I got that.
Katy.
pee.
Katy got to pee.
And this is a very good positive because I am now able to tell you the exact position you need to sleep in order to get your beauty sleep and make it actually be beauty sleep because we're talking about aging here. The sleep that will help you age less. How are you sleeping, Jeremy? On your side, on your back?
I am a side sleeper on most likely the right side.
Okay. Josh?
I think I'm a side sleeper,
Yeah.
but I've been told that I end up on my back
Okay.
throughout the night. So
Well, the good news is for health reasons, your breathing, your organs, and whatnot, you guys are doing it right. Your side is where you want to sleep.
Good.
However, aging, you're doing it wrong. Being on your side and your stomach is really increasing the wrinkles on your face. And they're saying, they're saying that they've been doing this beauty editor specifically is like she's been doing beauty stuff for 20 years and she's never done an article about aging. And so they found out that specific pillows can push into your face and cause wrinkles that stay longer than other pillows. So if you're using a cotton pillowcase, stop doing it.
See, that's the
Don't
thing.
do
I've
that.
negated
Silk.
all this because I'm using silk pillowcases.
I use silk.
Do you? Is that
You're
what
both?
it is?
I use
That's what
silk.
it is.
Oh, yeah. You got to use silk
Yes.
pillowcases.
Yeah,
You
you
have
have
to use-
to.
so
It's
here's
also
the
good for your
thing.
hair follicles.
That's why
Yeah.
I used it. I used a silk pillowcase because my hair, because people have told me that with my super curly hair, in order to keep it from breaking and damaging it, that the silk pillowcase is the best. So
Yep.
I've been using it. I had no idea that that is what we want to make our face not sag because they say the pillow is pushing against our face all the time, and that cotton is so abrasive. So
Yeah.
not only is it creating these wrinkles,
All
but
right.
when you move your face, it scratches
I
and it
must have-
causes
Look
them
at
to
that.
stay.
I
Look
must
at
have
that.
slept well last night on my side because I woke up and I was looking in the mirror, putting my contacts this morning, lines all across my face.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
you're
I've had
sleeping
good
hard.
sleep then, I
And
guess.
that's what you want to avoid. So they're saying again, even with the
I
silk
look ugly
pillowcase.
today?
Well, no,
You're looking a little rough.
if you lay on your back, it's just going to help that a lot more.
All
so
right,
try
good
and lay
to know.
on your back. Yes.
All right, on your back, and then the silk pillowcase.
Exactly.
Very nice. All right, Josh, do you have the minus
I
today?
got the minus
All right.
today. Really quick, Igloo, great icebox company. They make a lot of those really cool coolers.
Okay.
The big ones, the 50-gallon ones, have been recalled. If you have the 50-gallon Igloo cooler, make sure you check them out and make sure they're safe because they have had 80 fingertip injuries and 30 fingertip amputations.
Oh my God.
They have been amputated because the top is like there's a little hinge there to keep it open.
Oh, God.
They've been breaking and they're so heavy to keep the cool in there that they fall on fingers and
Shut up.
Oh my
and they're
gosh.
lopping fingers off?
chop them right off. 30
I was just going in for a natty
amputations.
ice.
Dude, 30 amputations right now. So right now it's a voluntary recall, but they are recalling 1 million
Yeah, I would
Igloo
think
coolers
so.
right now. which
The
I
only
didn't know
benefit
this.
to this is if you lop off a finger, it drops into the cooler and it's already on ice. So you
Hey,
get
there you go.
You're
right
good.
to the ER,
Bring it
you
right
know?
in.
Put that baby right back
It's
on.
like
Load it up, put it in the back of the truck, honey.
Mhm,
It's like
but,
a mini guillotine.
It is.
It
It's
is.
true. Don't put your child's head in there.
Don't
No.
put
Yikes.
don't put anything else in there
They're
either.
lopping
no.
fingers off, and just be careful if you have one of those Igloo coolers made in
People drink a lot, Katie. You never know what they're putting in
Oh
there.
yeah,
know
made from
what I
2019
mean?
to 2025. So just up if you have the newest model, they could still lop your finger off. So just be careful.
Wow.
Be careful out
What?
there.
That's so cringy.
It's disgusting.
Unlock new fear.
You're
You're
Thanks,
gonna
Josh.
take out a natty ice and find the tip of your finger in there.
Right.
That's
You're
not
like,
what you
and
want.
truly, like, you don't have your kid, like, get in there for a Coke or something.
That's what it is. It's a lot of kids, unfortunately, because they're slamming on top of the kid.
Like,
And
lop a hand off with a
Yeah.
kid. Or a
That's not what
head.
you
Whole
want.
finger off.
Good night. All right, I've got the interesting. Katie wants you to look good as you age, and I just want you to live a very long time. The one food that you should be eating that will help you live to 100 years old.
Green chili.
Oh, God, I wish that was right.
I wish it was.
I wish
too.
that was right. Popcorn.
Oh,
Popcorn.
I can do that though.
According to the Mayo Clinic, eating whole grains such as brown rice, oatmeal, and popcorn can lower your blood pressure, your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol levels, and that'll reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and the old colon cancer.
Okay, but no, this isn't like movie theater popcorn.
No,
'cause
sir.
That's doused in butter and
No,
salt.
sir.
Okay.
You don't want that. You want the air-popped, basic, boring, bland
Oh.
popcorn.
Okay.
Listen to this know-it-all. I'll tell you about it. Oh. It's delicious. I love a good bowl of polyphenols, don't you guys?
Yeah, yummy.
All day polyphenols.
This is important, though. I mean, it's
It
with all
is.
that, fiber, it just kind of scrapes everything out of you.
yeah.
And, I mean, the colon cancer runs in my family. I'm due this
Yeah.
year to go get my colon looked at.
Ooh.
You can jazz
I'm a
it
fan,
up.
though. I'm a
you
fan.
Can throw some garlic powder, some onion powder,
Sure you
make some
could.
sour cream and onion
Yeah,
popcorn.
but I mean, I don't like it because of the. You ever had a kernel just stuck in your teeth that you
Oh,
can't get
that's
out?
bad.
It's
Yeah.
awesome, though. Like, right
Worst.
now, they make these things called toothbrushes.
Ah,
And
Dude.
what's the? It just came
Dental
out.
floss, yeah.
Floss.
a
Yeah,
toothpick.
floss.
A toothpick. Yeah, we live in an amazing time, Josh, where you can brush your teeth.
I floss constantly, buddy. Thank
I thought
you.
you snapped your fingers like
What
you
is
were
that
really
called?
doing
What's
it.
that
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
It just it's a new thing.
Brand new invention. A
It's a
breakthrough.
toothbrush, buddy.
Toothbrush. All right.
Toothbrush.
You know what? I'll take a couple kernels in the teeth if it doesn't give me colon cancer,
Yeah,
buddy.
You know what?
exactly.
Fair
You
enough.
know, you got to give and take, dude.
Fair enough.
And side note, go get your butt checked out when it's time, you guys.
Yeah.
Start at 40. I
Also.
started at 40. I'm going to tell you, it's very refreshing. Like it's really refreshing.
You get everything out of your body
It
leading
feels
up to that.
so good to
Yeah.
take those pills.
Clean you right
and
out.
It's the best. I'm not even joking. I wish I could just do that on like a monthly basis.
Oh.
It's just
Honestly, that'd
fantastic.
probably be good for you.
I
wouldn't it?
know.
I mean,
maybe. I don't
you
know if it
can-
gets rid of good gut bacteria though if you do that. I don't know.
Too
but
much. You're flushing. Jerry, you're flushing yourself too much.
Every other month, you guys. Every other month.
I
well,
heard Janet Jackson used to do it a lot, so might as
Really?
well,
Why?
right? Yeah, coffee enemas all
Oh,
the time.
Okay. Well,
I don't want to do that. I'll start talking like this.
she looks great.
Oh, it's time to get my butt cleaned out again. All right, coming up at 7:30 today. Oh, coming up. Oh. We're going to play some Fast Five. We've got some movie passes up for grabs, 4-pack of movie passes for the brand new Mission Impossible. It's a good prize this week. We'll be doing that at 7:30. We call it Fast Five. Be ready to call in. You be ready. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Here's traffic. Woo! Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Before we dive into Fast Five, I do want to give everybody listening a heads up. At 8 o'clock today, we're going to be diving into this topic. I'm excited for it. I've got a story to kick it off, but your last big unexpected expense. Because I feel like we've all been hit with one.
Whew.
And it's like the worst time, to get one. The bills are piled high. You're paying for college tuition. Something's going on, and boom, you get hit with having to replace your furnace.
Yeah.
So we're going to be taking your calls and comments today. So be thinking about that and be ready to sound off your last big unexpected expense. That's coming up with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh at 8 o'clock. But right now, Katy, we've got some business to take care of.
Let's do it.
It's Fast Five time. Here we go. Let's light up these phone lines. It's Fast Five. It's the Monday edition. Let's start the week off right and get you guys on the air, get to know you a little bit. We'll find out what you did over the weekend for Mother's Day. And then, boom, we'll play this game. The number, 303-691-1-MIX, 303-691-1649. Will get you in the studios for Fast Five. And as always, if you've played 3 or 4 times, maybe give it a break just as a courtesy because it is such a massively popular game now. We like getting the newbies in. So newbies, come on, call us, 303-691-1649. After we get to know you, I'll toss you a category and start a 10-second timer. And within those 10 seconds, you've got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. Now, Katy, give me a few examples from Friday.
Yeah, buddy, because you asked for 5 movies with Pauly Shore in them, so there was that.
The
You also-
Whistle.
Yeah, 5 obsolete technologies. You asked for 5 brands with colors in the name, and the one that won it, 5 male Disney characters.
That's
Cheryl
right.
with the win.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
You got to kiss the girl.
Yeah.
Give us a call. Let's play 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. Where's all the newbies at? I want some newbies today on the line, so give us a jingle. Now, good news is if you win Fast Five, we got a little something for you.
Oh, yeah, you're going to head to the movies with the whole family because you're going to win a 4-pack of tickets to the advanced screening of that new Mission Impossible movie, The Final Reckoning, at the Regal Colorado Center in IMAX. So, yeah, you get to see it before anybody else, and you're winning 4 tickets. So, yeah, you.
From what I hear, it's going to be a pretty sweet movie,
I
like one of
know.
the best Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, I've heard that. So, this is a great prize.
This is a great prize. So Josh is quickly trying to work through these lines right now. If you're calling in and hanging up, calling in and hanging up, calling in and hanging up,
Stop that.
it. Stop it. You're taking up the lines. Don't be a jerk. 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you in the studios for Fast Five. Let's see. First one in was Fernando. Hi, Fernando.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How was your weekend?
I wish I could say it was great, but I had to work.
Did you? That's all right. Make that money, bud. Make that money. What do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver, oil field truck driver.
Okay.
Right on. We need you.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you were working. Yeah. Fernando.
You just like to say his name.
Workers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out, buddy.
That's
Shout
a hard
out.
job. Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I bet. With a name like Fernando.
Fernando.
That's a sexy
Like the
name.
song.
That's a sexy name, buddy. Super
Oh,
sexy.
I know.
He's like, yeah, I know.
He's like, I get it all the time.
Out driving
I'll
trucks
write it.
was code for hooking up with the ladies.
That's his job.
That's his job. All right, Fernando, let's play some Fast Five with you, buddy. So, no sequels. You can't give me any sequels. Your phone is horrible, so we'll see how this goes. But in 10 seconds, no sequels. Give me 5 movies starring Ben Affleck. Go.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
I can't even think of one. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Ah,
There's a lot of them. He's got an extensive movie catalog.
that on the spot
Oh,
gets
I'm
you.
so sorry.
You know
No,
who?
it's all good.
Do you know who Ben Affleck played? Fernando. He was
Cool.
Batman. There's one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I'll just give you one.
stick with that one.
He was Batman Fernando.
He was Batman.
Buddy, it was nice talking to you. You have a great day. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
Later, Gator.
Bye, Fernando.
Fernando.
I know you
gotta say it
just
right.
like saying it like that.
Shelly.
Yes.
Shelly, do me a favor and say Fernando.
Fernando.
Yeah, sexy. That's one of the sexiest names for a guy.
He really is.
Super
I
sexy.
mean, he's lucky.
Fernando. Shelly, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, me and my daughter, who's in the car, Millie. Hi.
Hi, Millie.
Hi, Millie.
We've been waiting for you to call, Millie.
Oh, God. We went to Cheyenne, Wyoming for her synchronized swimming meet. It was the last one of the season.
How about that?
And she did awesome.
Good for her.
Yes.
Well
So
done.
fun.
That's a unique thing to get into, synchronized swimming.
It is.
It's so much
Very.
fun to watch, though. Like it
Impressive,
is like
right?
it is like it's you just get like mesmerized when you watch synchronized swimming. That's what I love about it. You can't look away.
How old is Millie?
I'm 9.
9. Like to be 9 and say, I want to do synchronized swimming, what a unique thing.
Yeah.
It's not your typical, baseball, basketball,
Gymnastics,
dancing, it's synchronized swimming. Good for you guys.
No, it's fun. It's good.
What does that cost
She
you every
loves
month?
You know what? It's actually not expensive. It's only like $150. However, we're required to do shifts at the bingo hall in Aurora to help with dues, and so a few times a year, like 4 times a year, I have to do an 8-hour shift at a bingo hall.
No way. So it's you. It's
By
you.
the way, Terrence.
Yeah. So it's you and a bunch of Q-tips in there, a bunch of little old ladies and old men playing bingo. I bet.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
That is
But
so
it's good.
funny.
That-
Come out to bingo.
That's funny. So I used to be like an activities director at a retirement community, and one of my gigs there was to call bingo for all the sweet little old ladies. And I want you to do something the next time you're doing it. When you're doing bingo, call out like R14, R14, and watch them freak out, okay?
That would not go, I'm not a caller. That's like
Oh,
that's like an elevation.
You got to work your way into
Yeah.
caller and be like Z13.
You can't mess with bingo, Jer.
They'll,
So mad.
they'll freak
know.
out.
They would be so mad.
Oh, they wanted to jump me.
I bet they did.
Yeah. All right, Shelly, let's see how this goes because your phone kind of sucks too. Are you on a speakerphone?
Here, I'll take it off.
Yeah,
I'll put it on. I'm on the Bluetooth.
Please
Let me
do.
switch
It's
it.
hard to hear you. I want to be able to hear you for this game.
Okay. It's
Oh,
there.
my God. That's
Now we can hear you.
1,000 times
Shelly.
better. 1,000
Yay.
times better.
All right.
All right.
Do this.
Let's do the dang thing. In 10 seconds, give me 5 brands with a bird in their name or logo. I need a bird-related brands. 5 of them. Go.
Bird. American Eagle.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have anything else.
Oh.
Darn. Lucky I got that one.
I'm going to hold on to it.
Jeez.
Next time, start thinking of sports teams and the place that Josh loves to hang out after the show, Hooters. So, but there's actually quite a few once you start thinking about it.
I'm sure there is. It's
There
me
is.
on the spot. It gets me every time.
I know, right? It'll get you.
Of course, I was thinking of a food one, Red Robin.
Yeah,
So
next
I
time you're in the
just have to-
shower, you're soaping up
yes.
with Dove soap. You're going to be like, oh, Fast Five!
Yeah.
Curse you, Fast Five!
I'm going to see them everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Exactly. Everywhere.
Yeah, as you read an article about
All
Twitter.
right.
All right,
Speaking of
Shelly.
Twitter too.
Have a good day, Shelly. Bye, Millie.
Bye, Millie.
Bye,
Oh,
ladies.
that was fun though.
Super sweet. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
Hey, you. How was Mother's Day?
It was great.
What'd you do?
I'm with my kids, Kalina and Braxton, right now.
Hi, kiddos. Hi.
Bye.
This is why we do this. Give the kiddos a shout out. That's awesome. So, what did they do for you for Mother's Day?
We went out to dinner, and then we played games all day.
Nice. Where'd you go to dinner?
Sierra.
Oh.
Fancy.
Oh.
Yes.
Elevated.
Bougie.
Yeah.
What did you order? What did you get to eat?
I had fajitas. And it was very good.
Not mad at that.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
mad at that.
Yeah.
at all. Did the kiddos get you any kind of gift?
Yes, they made me great homemade gifts.
Oh, those are the worst.
No, they're not.
the best.
We love the homemade gifts. Exactly.
Yeah, that's sweet. I'm just goofing with you. I'm just goofing. Well, we're glad you had a very happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you so much.
You betcha. All right, so let's do some Fast Five. I'm scratching out the last two I just did so I don't repeat them. Okay, so we've done this one. This will be the third time we've done this one. We'll see if you can get it. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 different cuts of diamonds. Go.
Emerald, brilliant. Oh my gosh. Emerald, brilliant. Halo.
Emerald's one of them. I don't think there's a brilliant cut.
No, there isn't.
No.
So fun. Thank you so much.
You're so
thank
sweet.
you,
Bye,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That one, I don't know if we're ever going to
I
get a win
know.
on
I
that
was
one.
so confident.
And like right now in
that-
front of me, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right in front of me.
No, it's. I
have a
was
list.
confident that would be one somebody got.
Oh, hi, Ben.
Hey.
Could you have gotten the Ben Affleck movies?
Oh, no, not at all.
No, not at all.
What about the cuts of diamonds?
Maybe 3 at best.
Okay.
That's okay. You're pretty chill, Ben. What'd you do for this
know.
weekend?
Mother's Day brunch and swim class for the kiddo.
Okay, good. What'd you get your wife for Mother's Day? Anything?
Just a coffee mug with the baby's pictures on them.
Oh, those.
boy.
No, I love
Oh,
coffee
God.
mugs. That's what Zoe got me too.
Ben,
That's a
step it
good
up.
choice.
That's not a
That's
good
a
choice.
good choice.
That's not a good
We use
choice.
coffee mugs every
Ben,
day, and to have
Ben.
that baby's picture on it. No,
Oh,
you don't
God.
even know.
Put it in the
I
cabinet
bet
with,
she loves it.
with the 40 other coffee mugs that are in the cabinet.
Women
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
coffee
already too
cups.
full.
I know, but that's
See,
something we
Ben?
love. I don't know
Ben.
why. We like to have 20 cups to choose from
Nobody
when we
does.
make our
No.
coffee.
Ben,
We do.
This is the mother of your
do.
children, Ben. She's working her butt off, and you get her a coffee mug to put in a cabinet with 40 other coffee mugs.
I know. I'll do better next time.
You need to do
Ben,
better, buddy.
Did she love it? I bet she loved
She hated it. Deep down, she hated
No,
it.
she didn't.
Do something else for
She
her
loved
today,
it.
Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the baby's picture was on it. She loves that.
Your wife's
cup.
a great liar. Listen, go, Ben, bring your wife some flowers today. Do something nice for her, please.
Oh, I'll try my best.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
You got it. Oh, my God, a coffee mug. All right.
Jeremy.
I'm going to stop. I'll stop.
You need to stop.
Ben. It was a last-minute gift, wasn't it, Ben?
No, I had the
It
baby's
was, it was.
picture.
See, he forgot. He's like, oh, my God, I got to get to Walgreens and get a...
It was express shipping.
Yeah. Somebody give me a picture of our baby that she
You're not
looks at
helping yourself
every
here,
single
Ben.
day.
You're not. I'm trying to stick up for
She
you,
can
Ben.
see the baby in person, Ben.
It's true.
Now she's got to look at that goofy baby on the mug. All right.
Okay.
All right, we're done. All right, bud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pile on, but ridiculous gift.
All
All right,
good.
let's do Fast Five. Now, you got to be quick. Are you ready?
I am.
See if you know baseball. In 10 seconds, Katie, you got to help me with this one. Give me 5 past or present Rockies players. Go.
Oh, man. Not from Colorado, so this isn't going to work well, but I hope Colorado Rockies get sold to a better owner.
I should just give you the prize right
I
now.
love that you spent your time helping out the fans.
He's like, "Please sell
I
it."
hope the owners sell it. That was actually a solid move.
Ben, you didn't get it, my friend, but you were great to talk to, and thank you for having some fun with us, and go get your wife some flowers today, all right, my man?
Thank you all.
Later, dude.
I like the cup, Ben, but have a good day.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, guys. How are ya?
Super dupes, how are you, you ray of sunshine?
I'm doing great. I'm actually sitting in the sunshine. I'm happy.
Are
Oh,
you?
I'm so jealous.
Where you at? Are
Nikki.
you out on the back patio?
I sure am drinking my Java. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Does
Good
it feel
for
so
you.
good, too? I bet that sun is just like,
Ah.
everything.
Frying ya.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it. Love the
It's
sun.
beautiful. It's going to be a nice day today, so good
Yeah.
for you. All right, let's do some Fast Five with you, girlfriend, coffee girl.
Let's do it.
In 10 seconds. Please give me 5 Colorado colleges. Go.
Regis, CU Denver, UNC, CU, mine.
Mines. You got
Mines, you
mines
got
in
it
before
at
the
the
buzzer. Woo!
Nikki!
Look at that.
did it.
Just before the buzzer.
Oh, I've just got to say CSU for Josh. I know that he would want us to just say CSU at
Oh.
this point.
Well, yeah, I went to CSU. Sorry,
You went to
Josh.
CSU?
You didn't even say it. Fantastic.
Put our daughters through 3 of them, so that's the first that came to my mind.
No,
Hey,
you did it.
doesn't matter. You nailed
Whichever
it.
way you got there, Nikki, you won.
Yeah.
It's our own little knick-knack on the phone today. All right, Nikki,
Yay.
I'm going to throw you on hold, and Joshy Boy's actually going to tell you about your movie passes that you won, so you go have some fun on us. I think she said thank you. Your phone cut out, so I'm going to throw you on hold. There you go, Katie Cat.
That was a good one.
That was real good today.
I'm
Real
really just
good.
shocked no one knows Cuts of Diamonds, though.
Listen,
Like,
that's everybody's homework today. Think about the Cuts of Diamonds. Go onto the Google box. Look them up, because it might pop up again tomorrow. Learn the Cuts of Diamonds.
please.
For the love of God.
Somebody get that one.
I'm going to keep doing that one until somebody gets it.
Yeah.
It's not hard, you guys. Like round, heart,
Oval, princess,
oval.
emerald.
cushion,
Yeah, there's quite a few different cuts of diamonds that you can choose
triangle.
from. Square.
Even. Yeah. So
Square.
be thinking about it. And it might pop up later this week. All right. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, great phone calls here for Fast Five, full lines. I expect you guys to turn around and call back here at 8 o'clock when we dive into your unexpected expenses. Tell us about the time you got hit with a massive bill and what it was for. We've all been there. Like out of nowhere, you got to replace the transmission in your car. It's like $5,000. You're like, this stings. We want to hear about it. Your unexpected expenses, 8 o'clock with Jeremy, Katie, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. It's traffic time. high. Yeah. Everybody now. Together. Back together. Don't. Hey, happy Monday. It's JKJ, Jeremy, Katy, Josh, here at Denver's Mix 100. Broadcasting live and local. We are in town, not being pumped in out of state, pretending to be here. We're not on the East Coast, the West Coast, up, down, left, right. No, we are here in Lone Tree, Colorado, right next to Park Meadows Mall, for goodness sakes. You can see what's going on in the studio if you want. We've got a YouTube feed going all ding-dang morning. Just search Mix 100 Denver, and boom, you're right there in the studio with us. All brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. We want to give another massive shout-out to sweet Tanisha, who won the $10,000 diamond ring on Saturday at Mix 100's Diamond Dive. And I think I speak for all of us here. We had a hell of a time.
So much fun.
Wasn't it
wild.
great?
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Never seen anything like that before.
No, the venue was amazing, man.
Oh,
Like
Winter
Winter
Circle.
Circle was so cool.
That's
a
a win.
If you're up in the
There.
Longmont
Oh
area,
my gosh.
this place is money.
Oh, yeah.
It's so classy. It's so fun, so clean, so new. And side note, we'll get to the diamond here in a second, but there's a secret speakeasy in there.
There is.
Gosh,
yes.
that was so cool.
I'm not going to tell you where it's at. You got to find it.
Yeah, you
You
got it's
do.
a little Easter egg hunt.
There's a secret passageway and everything.
There is.
Really, really
And
cool.
it's totally worth it. Like, it's right there in College Town, Longmont,
Yeah.
surrounded by
Yeah,
CU Boulder and
yeah.
everything. And I just wanted to point out Wednesdays, they don't have just happy hour. They have the happy day. They're like, we want all day to be happy. So all day
Insane.
long, their food and their drinks are half price.
Half off.
Unbelievable. These
What is
prices
that?
are
I
unheard
know. So
of.
if you want to go check out a cool spot to hang
Yeah.
out with your college friends, Winter Circle in Longmont. That's it.
And I think probably at this point, they probably have the floors cleaned.
yeah, I
we
know,
have
like cake.
I
that
hope
giant
so.
Safeway cake. There's 10 foot by 10 foot. How many cakes was it? 100? And then how many on top?
100 cakes and 27 on top of the little circular.
The round
yeah,
ones.
The round
to
ones.
write the S
Big old
for
S
So
on there.
Safeway.
127 cakes altogether.
And these
Unbelievable.
ladies dove into that thing and tore it up. And Tanisha was our grand prize winner. She found the $10,000 diamond ring from Rocky Mountain Custom Jewelry. And here she is. Oh. She was so
Aw.
sweet, so deserving. And we just love her so much. She really did have cake everywhere.
She did.
She went in for a hug a few times, and I felt bad because I was like, whoa.
I was like,
whoa,
no.
Tanisha.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gave her a huge. I
Whoa,
had cake all over
Tanisha.
my back because I was hugging Tanisha.
You had two
all
little
weekend.
handprints
I did.
right on your
I
back.
and then I held her baby. Like I really liked Tanisha.
And then I
a
held a
lot.
baby.
I did. It was a good time.
She was great. There's a buttload of pictures all over the socials. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook and Instagram. And, of course, the Mix 100 Denver Facebook and Instagram as well. And, you know, I hope we do something like this again because it was so great to meet so many of our listeners and so many people just showed up to watch the spectacle of it.
That was probably my favorite part was how many people, we would meet and like take pictures with and I'd be like, hey, are you diving into the cake? Like, I just wanted to see this. Like, I
Yeah.
was so excited
Yes.
to just see this commotion and see what it was about. And I was like, that's cool. Like, that is a really cool thing to see these people that just wanted to go see a bunch of ladies dive into a cake.
And
make
how
a
was
fool
it,
of themselves.
Tanisha?
It's
How
so
was
funny.
it? That's right.
It sure was. Slippery.
There you
Very
go.
descriptive.
There you
Yes.
go. Go see all the pictures and videos on our social. Thanks again, everybody. A couple things I want to get to before we get into the main course here. And just a heads up, phone lines are wide open. We're going to be talking about your last big unexpected expense. We want to know how much it cost you and what went wrong. Phone lines are open, 303-691-1649. Before we get to that, Josh, the World Video Game Hall of Fame, the 2025 nominees were announced. 4 new games are being honored.
Who are they? What are they?
What's
Doubt you
happening?
played this one. I played this one growing up. Defender, which was it popped in like the early 80s.
Okay, I think my dad told me about that one.
Defender's a pretty solid game,
Okay,
buddy.
cool.
I played a lot of this one. Quake. Do you remember the Quake? It was a follow-up to Doom. Again, 96.
Oh,
What
no,
year
I
were you
was
born?
1. I was
Yeah.
1. So no.
I got one for you. No, did you play this one? GoldenEye?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, on my N64.
James
There you go.
Bond.
Now we've got one
I
for you.
still have that game.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's super fun.
That is an iconic
I
game.
love it.
So that
Love
one's
that
going
one.
in. And then,
Deserved.
Katie, remember the Tamagotchi?
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
Whatever.
Tamagotchi.
Whatever.
That's how you
I
say
think
it.
it's Tamagotchi. Yeah.
Yep.
You said
Yep.
it North
I
Dakotan.
did.
Tamagotchi. Those little digital pets that came out in 95, 96, I think, back in...
Mine died. I was supposed to take care of it, and it died.
Yeah.
Aw, poor
You
Josh.
need to
Little
Feed it,
Tamagotchi.
change it, let it sleep.
Yeah,
you know,
those are-
I neglected
above
it.
you.
Those are all going in. The ones that didn't go in were surprising, like Angry Birds.
Oh.
Call of Duty didn't go in. Golden Tee. What? That's an iconic game.
I
Golden
remember
Tee.
playing the golf one.
The golf
The
one.
golf
yes.
game, yes.
And Frogger. Frogger didn't make it in.
Frogger. I love
Ribbit,
Frogger.
ribbit. All right, I've got some notes. I made some notes. I was talking to a buddy over the weekend, and it's one of those things when it rains, it pours. He was telling me about some unexpected expenses that he was hit with, and he had a whole list of things. So I made a little note, and I was like, we got to talk about this on Monday. So phone lines are open. If you guys want to sound off, have you had some unexpected experiences in your life? We want to hear about it. Expenses, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. So get this. His son got a brand new drone, and he was zipping it around the house, trying to get, learn it and everything, doing all the stunts. And it promptly smashed into one of their second story windows. He said that cost him $500. So they had to replace a window, not to mention they got to replace the little drone. So that was what they were hit with. The same month, their dog got into coffee beans, ate an entire bag of coffee beans, had to go to the vet and essentially get its stomach pumped out.
Oh.
He said that was $750 to get the dog's stomach pumped, on top of the, let's say, $500 for the window. He also had to go outside and start a vehicle that had been sitting in the driveway for a while. And he said the engine block was completely colonized by bees.
Oh.
So no joke, they had to look up and find like a beekeeper, a professional beekeeper
yeah.
to come out and remove the hive.
Smoke them out.
Smoke them out, bro, and suck out all the bees because you don't want to
Jeez.
kill them.
We got bees.
He says that was about $350. And then on top of all of that, they were having electrical issues in the house. Brought a guy out to inspect. Turns out that some squirrels got up into the attic, chewed through some wiring up in the top, and it cost him about $1,800 to get wiring fixed in the attic and patch holes and fix all that crap.
Where does this guy
So,
live? Bees and squirrels?
so no
Yeah.
joke. So he got hit with $500, $750, $350 for the bees, and then that $1,800 for the wiring. So he's like, it was
like
an
$3,200.
expensive month.
Good
Out of
Lord.
nowhere.
My goodness.
That's the worst when you get hit with expenses like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
mine was, it wasn't like a bunch of things just like that, but the most recent one I had was last year, Jer, when my car engine literally blew up on me and I had to get it fixed, or I wanted to get it fixed, and they were like, it's $20,000. And I was like, the car itself
Hard
is worth
pass.
$11,000, so no.
hard pass.
$1,000.
Well, if you have an engine knock, they have to replace the entire engine.
That seems really pricey though.
Look at any engine knock; it's about $18,000 to $20,000. So
why wouldn't you just get a new car?
So I
Which he
like-
did.
I did. I said, take my car, and then I bought another one. But
Yeah.
that was also, thousands of dollars. So that was my most recent, most expensive. All of a sudden, one day, you have to have a car. Like, you
Yeah.
have to have one. And so one day, I just had to do that, and that was rough. That was rough, for sure.
Brutal. Katie, you got one?
I do. Well, and it happened actually pretty recently too, and it was when my alternator went out on my car.
Oh, my
because
gosh.
And it was in the middle of the intersection, the most impromptu, inopportune time for me to be able to have to replace an alternator. And I actually got off it pretty easy because people were nice and they didn't charge me the full amount. I didn't have to pay for the tow.
It's because you showed a little leg. but
I know how to work it. But
I showed a little leg, and he charged me more.
Yeah, he's like, that's really
Doesn't
hairy hairy,
work for
dude.
you.
That's really
doesn't
hairy.
work for you. But I also ended up buying a bike because I needed to be able to ride my bike to work. You know, so it was
I had to buy a bike.
I did. So it was like $1,300 total
Yeah, like,
after all was
it
said and done.
stings when you get hit, you know?
Yeah, and I did not expect it. So $1,300, I felt it.
On top of your daily or your monthly bills
Yeah.
and just daily life, you know,
And
you get hit with
thankfully,
that.
I had that saved. I know a lot of people don't have that money in the bank right now, and
Yep.
it's hard.
Yep. All right, I already see some messages coming in. There was a ton on Facebook. I'll read you off some of these. I'll give you our summer from hell when we come back. But what was your last unexpected expense? You had to shell out money for something, and you're like, damn, this sucks. Come on, we'll commiserate with you. Let's light up the phone lines. Let's talk about it. Josh is getting to them right now. Our number, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Tell us what you had to spend some money on. We'll do that next. Your calls and comments with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Let's see what's going on with traffic here. Denver's Mix 100. It's a fun Monday show. Use your words, Jer.
You got this.
You can do it. We gotta stop huffing paint in the parking lot before the show.
Or invite us. Either
Oh
one.
my God. Fun Monday show in the Mile High City. How about that? We're talking unexpected expenses. When you got hit with a big old fat bill that came out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, that stings. That really stings. A buddy of mine had like 4 things happen to him. Smashed an upstairs window. Dog ate a bag of coffee. They had to take him to the vet for $750. His beehive was in the engine of his car, $350, and a squirrel was in the attic, ate a bunch of wiring, had to get that fixed up, $1,800. So he's in it pretty darn deep. How about you guys? Phone lines are wide open, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Let's talk about those big bills. Hi, Carmita.
Hi.
Morning.
Hi, you.
Morning. Hi, guys.
Good morning. Thanks for having us on. So what was your big expense you got hit with?
We had to replace the entire HVAC system. So people don't always seem to understand what that means when you say HVAC system for some reason. They think it's just the furnace. It is not just the furnace. It's the furnace and it is the AC unit.
That's right.
Oh.
They got to sync up and work together in unison.
No.
And
It was the entire, exactly. They got to sync up. They got to work together. And so we had to do the whole shebang. They did throw in a brand new water heater, though, so that was great.
Hey, there you go.
That's when you know you're spending money, though, is when they throw in a water heater. Oh,
So-
my God.
So what
Exactly.
was your cost? What did it cost you?
It was about $17,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
You should have called
Yeah.
my partners at Efficient Comfort Heating, Cooling, and Mechanical.
Ding.
Yeah, wish I'd been listening to you guys at that point.
Yeah, they could have cut you a great deal at Efficient Comfort Heating, Cooling, and Mechanical.
There you go again.
I just made $200.
You're welcome.
You're
Yeah,
welcome. Thank you
right.
very much.
I'm going to do a little plug also because we're moving. The house
Hey.
is for sale.
Yeah?
So if anyone's looking for a sweet
Oh
little
my
townhome in
gosh.
Southland
Hey.
with
Hey!
a brand new HVAC
HVAC.
system
There you
and
go.
water heater.
Give Carmita a call.
Exactly.
That's a good way to do it, Carmita.
That
Make
is
it work
fantastic.
for you.
I'll tell you what, though, once
Exactly.
you
got to do what you got to do.
it's not cheap to do that, but once you do it, you realize like how crappy your old stuff was, and you're like, wow, the house is actually warm and it's actually cool. It's really nice to get that done, but it ain't
Yeah,
cheap.
no, it is not. And
It's
if we
not
were
cheap.
going to be staying longer, we could appreciate it more.
I know, I
But
was just going to say, just in time for you to move, too, huh,
It's all right.
Carmita?
no, it really was because it's less than
no.
a year old. So
Oh.
it's like, yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's a hell of a selling feature for somebody. So.
It is.
This is what I'm saying, right?
It
Exactly.
absolutely is.
That'll
So
help you in the
That's
long
at
run.
least, set like almost $20,000 that you do not have to worry
there
about.
you go. I'm sold. I'll go. I'll
Yeah.
come by it. Okay.
Right, exactly.
I'll be by
Right,
today and I'll buy
sweet.
your place. Carmita, thank you for
Excellent,
calling.
thank you.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
All
All
right,
right. Talk
bye-bye.
to you guys. Bye.
Bye.
That's what we're talking about. An unexpected expense, $17,000
That
for
one had to hurt.
Carmita. That one stings, definitely. Hi, Rick.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. So what did you have to get the credit card out for?
Yeah, so this was a few years back when I was just married. We moved into our first home in September and, went through the winter and all the utility bills were pretty low. And I was thinking, this is a really, really well-built house. And so I was really pleased because we could make our budget every month. Anyway, about a year and a half later, one morning our neighbor calls and says, I was out walking the dog and I smelled some gas by your house.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, all right, well, let's check it out. We'll call the public service guys, and they come out, and they're like, you guys aren't on our list.
Oh.
What do you mean I'm not on your list? And we had gas for a whole year and a half.
Sure.
They're like, yeah, we apparently haven't been charging you, and so you have back payment of like $3,800.
No, they can
I
do
was-
that?
What?
I'm not kidding. And I was like, so I'm like, I'm thinking this is their fault. They've been feeding us gas.
That's right. You're like, this
Yeah.
isn't on me.
So I'm like, totally. So I'm like, all right, we can just let this slide and let's fix the records. And they're like, no, you have to pay it. So I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, I'll do half. And they're like,
No.
Your gas is off right now, so
Oh, so they did. You had to pay it, huh? $3,800.
I had to pay. Yeah, like
No.
18 months of
That sucks,
gas.
man.
they just fed us for free.
I still would have fought that like
I
crazy,
don't like
think.
that.
I don't like that at all.
To know that can happen to you is just.
Yeah, well, as I was on hold, I started thinking, and it happened actually twice. So we have a rental unit up in the mountains, and apparently the names didn't get changed there either.
Double whammy, buddy.
This time they kind of caught up with us. They're like, the last 6 months we've been, we haven't billed anybody, and you are the registered owner of this building.
And you're like, not again.
I thought for sure we're going to get hit. And they're like, yeah, well, the lady was really nice. All of a sudden she's like, well, we'll just clear the record and we'll update the account. And I was like,
man,
thank you.
Those are big fat bills, Rick. Big fat bills. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for calling. I don't like that they can do that.
I don't either.
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
No.
Rick, thank you for calling in, man. Have a great morning. Here's Krista. Hi, Krista.
Hi.
Hi, you. So we're talking about unexpected expenses. Did you get hit with one?
Yes, we're right in the middle of it right now. I was on the phone with one of my coworkers, and I saw water coming through the exchange vent, and I pretty much went into like a high E voice of yelling at my kids, like, what's running over? And go down and shut the water off, and our bathroom upstairs, the toilet had overflowed. And so we have drywall torn out of our kitchen, out of the dining room, and then the whole bathroom we had to pull out.
Oh, no!
Multiple rooms.
And it's from the toilet, too.
I know.
Ew,
Ugh,
gross.
I know. Luckily, it was clean water, so it wasn't
Yeah.
like
But still.
anything in it.
So how much
we
did you say the amount? I'm sorry, how much did this cost you?
Well, we're in it still right now, so we're about $5,000 right now. We decided to pull out the tub and everything, and of course, like it's
Floor's
not framed
rotten.
right, and then the room is off. So yeah, we haven't finished yet.
That's
we're
funny.
in
You're
the middle
like,
of it.
as long as we're doing this, might as well rip out the tub. Ugh.
Pretty much. So,
Krista,
and then
this is a big fat bill. Big fat bill. Thank you for calling. We got full phone lines, but thank you for calling.
Yeah. Sounds great. Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. Man, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Similar to that, somebody texted in and said they bought a used hot tub off of Craigslist. They brought it home and it immediately leaked. And a lot of it got into the basement, flooded the basement area. About $5,000 to fix everything off of a stupid hot tub.
Off something you tried to
that
save
was
money
leaking.
off of.
Yeah, right?
That's it. You were trying to save money by getting a used hot tub.
How do you pronounce 5, Josh?
Man.
Julene.
Julene?
Good
morning. How are you?
Good morning, Julene. We're doing great. So what was the unexpected expense?
Well, my sweet, almost 16-year-old puppy dog, Sophie, got glaucoma in her eye, which is high pressure in the eye, and so it was all swollen.
Yeah.
And apparently she was blind in that eye, so we had to remove it. And so that was almost $5,000.
Oh, to take out an eye?
I would have done it for $2,000.
I
I would have done it for $2,000.
Full stick,
I
right?
would have cut you a deal. $2,000, I
my
would have knocked that eye out.
Yeah, so now we call her Peekaboo.
Oh,
Hey, that's
funny.
really cute.
You
Did
little
you
peekaboo
did you get
puppy.
to keep the eye?
No.
I didn't
no.
even ask
What
for
a
it,
lame
right?
vet. That's a lame
No,
vet.
you don't want
They
that.
should have offered that up. They said,
Isn't
hey,
that crazy though? That surgery for an animal costs that much money. Like,
Well, it was, all of the pre-tests and all of the stuff that kind of led up to it. And then we had to go to an ophthalmology specialist,
of course.
a veterinary specialist.
And it's a pretty
So,
that's a pretty big surgery to remove an eye, I would think. So that's not cheap.
yeah. So, I mean,
Man.
she's doing great. She still
Good.
walks, 4 or 5 miles a day at
for her.
almost
She's
16
adapting.
years old. So
oh,
she's a
that's
trooper.
good. Yeah.
Very
yeah.
much so. Well, we're glad your little puppy dog is doing better. Thank you for calling us and having us on in the morning.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye,
Bye.
you too.
Aw, poor little dog.
No.
We are talking unexpected expenses. Phone lines are open, 303-691-1649 if you want to chat with JKJ. Hi, Shelly.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hello, good morning. So what did you have to fork out some cash on?
At the beginning, there was supposedly a hailstorm last year sometime in May. And at the beginning of April, we all got these little things in the mail. I live in our condo, and we were hit with an assessment because since they have crappy insurance, we all have to pay a bit now.
Yep.
So we were all hit with an assessment of $5,765.
All right.
This was at the beginning of April, due April 30th.
How can they do that?
Well, that's what happens.
I have no
Blows my
idea.
mind.
All HOAs, all they do is they just bill you left and right for this and that. They don't have any guidelines. They don't have any rules. They just do whatever they want. And it's like people coming up, Shirley, how did you pay for that? And I said, you pray to the money god.
You do. No, Shelley.
You start an OnlyFans account.
You make such a good point. There's no HOA police. There needs to be.
Well,
I have not heard
some,
one
is.
HOA good story. Never have I heard a good
My
HOA
HOA is
story.
great, and I'm on the board, so that's the best part about it.
I know you
so,
are, but never
yeah.
have I heard a good story about HOAs.
I'm very. We have the friendliest HOA in the state.
Do you?
Actually.
Did you raise your fees though? You probably did because
we
everyone
haven't
of them
raised
does.
fees in like 5 or 6 years, but yeah, you got to keep up because insurance goes up, maintenance costs go up. I mean, it's just
in this
natural.
case where it's $5,700 due in 30 days, you guys can really do that like without any.
It could be different,
notice?
like in condo and townhouse complexes when you get hit with those assessments. When you all of a sudden got major things to repair, yeah, assessments are a thing. You gotta know
send
that.
A very harshly worded email. I would. I'd be so mad.
I see a number here on the screen with Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
This is a big number I see on the screen that Josh put on there.
Yeah, and I've been sitting here figuring it. I lied because we did something that was, my husband says, the most expensive words in real estate is, while we're at it, we may as well.
Yep.
So it was actually only $87,000 for the necessary things. The extra $6,000 was because of us.
Okay, so let's talk about the $87,000 in unexpected expenses. What was that?
Gosh.
So we bought an old house. And as my husband says, the only thing that works in an old house is the owners. And we pulled out some wiring to move a plug. And although it looked great on the initial plug, it was attached to nothing tube wiring, which apparently is your way of saying I'd like to burn my house down for insurance
that's
money.
old. Yeah, it's old wiring.
Yeah. We had to do all the electrical.
Oh,
and then we went to change a toilet out and found we had horrible plumbing. So we had to redo all the plumbing. And then we started developing these cracks in our house.
Good
And
God.
apparently we used to be on an underwater waterway where you could use the water on your own. And so our foundation was falling in. So we had to get helical piers and pump that up.
Did you guys have an inspector before you bought your house?
The funny thing is we did. None of that would have shown because if you look at the wiring right where you can see it, it looks fine.
Right.
They piggy-tailed it on. And my husband is now a home inspector. Wasn't then. Is
Look
now.
at that. Look at that.
He's an expert
He's
now.
very thorough now.
Yeah.
He's very thorough.
Well, I guess at $87,000, you're in the lead so far, Rebecca. That's a
winner.
That's a chunk of cash.
well,
yeah. But I bet your house looks beautiful now, right?
It looks beautiful, and we learned something really important. If you have an autistic child, you don't make the joke that their room is falling off the house because there are cracks, because they think their room is falling off the house.
Noted. Noted.
Don't make
All
me
right.
sleep here.
All they can think about.
Oh, the things we learned.
Rebecca, thank you for calling. You have a great day.
Have a great day, y'all.
All right, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Oh, my God. I've got a number I'm going to give you guys here in a few minutes, and I thought mine was high. Hi, Mandy.
Hi there.
Well, hi, Mandy.
Morning.
So what was your unexpected expense, Mandy Pants?
Well, our very sweet, but also apparently really dumb 9-month-old retriever puppy swallowed a sock. This is not the first time, but it is the first time that it got stuck. And she had to have emergency surgery last Monday to remove it, and it cost us almost $10,000.
Oh, gosh.
Darn dogs. Like, usually it's underpants. What was it with the socks? Your dog loves
I don't know.
socks.
Apparently it's a retriever thing. I've heard it from multiple people now that they have had the same thing happen with retrievers.
Really? I have never heard that before.
Yeah.
Wonder why. Do you know
I don't
why?
know,
Did
but
the
it's-
vet tell you why?
No, they just said retrievers, they see it all the time, retrievers and socks. Underwear is also a thing. It also
Yeah.
happens. But socks,
Yeah.
I'm sure
That
they have a very
sucks.
strong smell of the owner. Like dogs can pick
I
up on all
guess.
that stuff.
I
and
love
that's
my
where
owner
we
so much.
sweat.
Let me
I'm
get
just telling
socks.
you.
Well,
like,
dogs have foot fetishes, I've
they
heard
do,
too.
yeah. They,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foot fetishes, and I love my owner so much. I'm going to swallow their socks.
yeah,
That's right.
Cost them a
exactly.
lot of
Was it
money.
your socks, Mandy?
It was not. It was my son.
Okay.
Aw.
All right.
Your dog loves him so much.
That's a pricey bill. Thank you for
Jeez.
calling in, Mandy.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Ugh.
Animals are
I don't want
spendy.
it. When we're done with our dog, I don't ever want
The
You
radio.
don't want-
Yeah, Dawn, you're on the radio.
Unexpected expenses.
Yeah,
Good
that's
morning.
what we're talking
That's what we're
about.
talking about, Dawn.
That is,
Hi.
you nailed it right there,
Yeah.
Dawn. Dawn.
Hello, Dawn.
Oh,
Dawn.
me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yay, hi.
Dawn, who are you talking to?
I was talking to my daughter.
Yeah, we heard everything.
We heard that.
Yes.
Perfect. No. Yesterday, she decided she needed to kill a wasp in the house, and now we have to refinish our hardwood floors thanks to Zevo.
Oh.
Zebo?
What's that?
Zevo, the bug repellent or the bug killer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what happened? What does
Did
it
it
do?
take the finish off?
Yeah, it's taken the finish off, and now it's all discolored, and you can't just finish that area. You have to finish the whole hardwood floors.
You do.
No. Are
And
you
your-
making the daughter pay for
Your
it?
daughter did it
She's
on
grown.
Mother's Day?
She's grounded for life.
Well, no, she was terrified, so I'll
Oh.
forgive her.
Oh. Did she
How-
do that on Mother's Day? You said that happened yesterday?
Yes, it was Mother's Day.
Dawn, how old's your daughter?
She's 17.
Oh, no.
Oh, so she ain't paying for it.
Oh, she needs to get a job immediately and
Yeah,
ship in, I think.
My gosh.
The only blessing is now I told my husband, like last week, I want to finish the hardwood floors and replace the carpet in my office to hardwood. So now we have the best reason.
You
Yeah.
probably
absolutely.
told your daughter to do this now. You're like,
Right?
hey, go
You're
use
like-
this bug spray real quick.
Go hose down the
Mama
floor.
really wants new hardwood floors in the office.
Oh, my
She was
God.
paid, but don't tell my
I know,
husband.
Okay,
don't
we
tell
won't
me.
tell him. Yeah,
Secret's safe with us.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for calling and good luck with the floors, Dawn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
All right,
Thanks,
you too.
Dawn.
How are we looking on time? Let's do one more. Let's take, who's been holding longest? We have so many calls here. Kristen. Hi, Kristen.
Hello.
Good morning. All right, you're going to get the final word on this. We were talking unexpected expenses. What's yours?
Well, we had a 2014 Honda CRV that has moved us across the country several times, and it just decided to crap out one day,
Yep.
and that's just how it happens. And we were like, okay, so we ended up getting a 2022 Mazda CX-5, which I'm so much happier with, but it was $20,000.
Yeah, that'll get you.
That's a nice car, though.
Right out the pocket.
You're
that
fancy.
Mazda.
Oh,
Zoom, zoom.
My
watch
first,
out.
new car ever.
Hey, congratulations.
That's a good one.
Good for you.
You're
But yeah,
driving fast, too, Kristen.
like Josh said earlier, you need a car, though. You definitely need a
do.
car. Kristen,
Big
thanks
time.
for calling. You have a great day. So the woman that called in with the $87,000 house bill, I thought I was going to have the most amount, but she beat me. But about 3 years ago, was it about 3 years ago? I think that's about right. We, one summer, decided to put in a shed in the backyard, which is, what we wanted to do. That was just a fun purchase because I needed somewhere to put my
Is that
lawnmower.
in your current house?
So our current house. So we went ahead and put a shed in, which cost us like $3,000, I think. I want to say. I don't remember. Anyway, right after we did that, like a few people mentioned, the AC went out and the furnace was, 20 plus years too. So we got hit with that AC and furnace at the same time on top of the shed that we put in for fun. At the same time, we noticed that the water heater, yes, was about 20 years old. So we did do the water heater as well. I went out one day to the back deck and was going to replace a few boards on there. Turns out that the entire deck underneath was rotted.
Oh, no.
So we
dude.
had to rip out the entire back deck and put a patio in on top of the rest of the stuff. While that was going on, the fridge went out in the kitchen. And while I was unloading, wood from the deck into the back of my truck to take it down to a dumpster, I chucked a piece of wood a little too hard and it smashed through the back window of my truck. So I got hit with that too.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Oh, I know. It was like that was like the cherry on
Oh
top.
my God! You must have
my
been so
gosh.
mad.
We called that our $35,000 summer.
Yeah.
Dude.
We spent 35 grand that summer on getting stuff fixed and repaired.
I remember you talking about that a little bit, and you just didn't look good. Like you looked
That
sad.
was a really bad summer, and we started it with, "Hey, let's put a shed in for
yeah.
fun," and then it was
Jeez.
35
Like, we're
grand
never going to
later.
recover. We're never going to recover.
We had a lot of soup that summer.
God.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
Denver's best music. It is Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. We spent that entire song complaining about home ownership. It's expensive.
It
It really is.
is.
It sucks at times, you know? It really, really does. I don't recommend it sometimes.
It's a money pit, like you said.
It is, man.
It is.
It stings. Ugh. Anyway, all right, we're going to move on. We've got a fun trending report coming up here in just a few minutes. A lot of local stuff going on. I know Katy wants to rave about a brand new bookstore that is opening up. It's for the ladies.
Yeah.
Books for the ladies. We'll do that and more coming up with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Let's see what Traffic Dude has to say. Hey, thanks for hanging out with JKJ on a fun Monday show. Y'all have been great today. Thank you so much for the calls and comments. So many text messages coming in. A lot of you are asking about the Diamond Dive and how it went on Saturday. It was spectacular. A huge success. About 40 women or so dove into a giant 10-foot by 10-foot Safeway cake. And sweet little Tanisha, who was 5'2", I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. She was our winner. She came out of the cake with the $10,000 ring. Here she is.
Yeah.
Ugh. I think the best part of that, too, is when it was all done and over with, she got back in the cake and
Yeah.
did like snow angels.
She had to.
Unbelievable.
Yes. I mean, she was just feeling that energy out there at Winter Circle, too. Like, everybody
not?
was just cake
Yeah.
everywhere. It was
Cake
so
everywhere.
much fun.
How was it, Tanisha? That's right. Sure was. Big thank you to Safeway, who brought out that massive cake. Winter Circle Entertainment Center. Please go visit that place. It is
Yeah.
awesome, awesome, awesome. And there's a secret speakeasy somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So cool, by the way.
It's
and
really neat.
how to get in there.
It's a secret. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can't.
But
Don't do it.
the way that we saw was really cool.
Secret
It was.
passageway.
Really cool.
Yeah, and you didn't even see Jer after you left.
What?
Josh and I got to do a little axe throwing
Oh.
in the back there. Like that
Look at
was
that.
so much fun. Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
awesome. I hit a bunch of zombies.
He
That's
did.
what we were throwing axes
He
at.
did.
Zombies.
No
It was
way.
So
It was
cool.
awesome. Like yeah,
I love
you
that
missed
place.
out. You
I
It was
missed
love
out.
awesome.
I love it. I love it.
much
And then a
fun.
big thank you to Nick and Matt over at Rocky Mountain Custom Jewelry.
They
for
crushed that
giving
ring,
us
man.
a banger of a ring.
Customized band. The diamond
nice.
is beautiful. Shined like the sun.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Oh my gosh.
All the pictures, video can be found on all the social sites. Mix100 Denver on Facebook, Instagram, and Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Facebook, Instagram. All right, what else is going on in the trending report? The Social Security Administration released their annual baby names list for Mother's Day. They do this every year. The top names for the 6th year in a row, Olivia and Liam. Top name for girls and boys, Olivia and Liam.
Fine.
I
They're
like those
fine.
names. Yeah.
The top 5 for the girls, Olivia, Emma, Amelia, Charlotte, and Mia. Oh, little Mia. I always like looking at the bottom names. The top girl or the bottom girl names were Teacup, Bumblebee, Diva, Rolaids, and Claritin came in on the list.
Stop it.
Claritin's good.
This is pretty cute.
I mean, Rolaids I'll believe, but Claritin,
No.
come on.
Top
It's
5
on the
for
list.
boys, Liam, Noah, Oliver, Theodore, James. And then bottom, Grimace, Pikachu, Rambo, Flash, and Cream rounded out the
baby Grimace.
Grimace is good.
Oh.
Grimace is a good one.
Yeah, so
I
that
can see
list
that.
comes out every year. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun to look
funny.
at. I've got a funny little thing I want to play you guys. There's a YouTube/TikTok account. They are called There I Ruined It. And they take various things and they switch up the lyrics or add, movies to various songs. I've got one for you guys that I want to play. Where do I have it? Okay. So you know that movie with Liam Neeson? It's called Taken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this mashup. This gave me the biggest darn smile this morning. Hey, there's more. Here we go. Okay, just a little more. And what? Tell us.
Kill you. Liam, I didn't know he could sing.
Makes it sound so sweet, though.
I love that so much. It's such a serious scene in that movie, and they make it sound so ridiculous. So I'll post that video on our Facebook if you want to check it. And I will kill you.
I like it.
It's pretty good. Anything else I want to tell you guys? There's a baseball going up for auction signed by the late Pope Francis.
Oh.
It's expected to fetch $15,000. He signed it Francisco.
Oh. I don't know. Francisco.
Doesn't matter. Katie, what else you got?
Oh, well, this is a really good way to start it off because I think we need this. As ladies, we need a new romance bookstore, and a former Denver teacher heard our cries. She's got a new romance bookstore. It's aimed at women and inclusion. Guys, it's called The Spicy Librarian, and business is booming. So Sydney Ivy says she was a very burnt out teacher, and she just needed something else to fulfill her. This was it. It brings in more revenue in a single month than she earned in a whole year.
Good for her.
As a teacher, and it is a shame-free space. Again, there is a whole niche of romance books because it's not just one story, right? When it comes to love, there are so many different stories, and she embraces all of them. She does. She embraces every single kind of love, and you can go to The Spicy Librarian and read and love your books and really get into it because romance novels are a thing. We women love these things. We really do.
I think it focuses on self-love, not every kind of love.
We don't want to. No, it
That's the
focuses
most.
on all
That's
the
the most
love,
kind of
Josh.
love.
All the love. All the
We
love.
asked Tanisha what she thought about the bookstore.
Yep. And Sticky.
Oh, Heathcliff. Heathcliff.
Right.
No, this is a good idea. I am
It
so
is a good
excited.
idea.
Hey, business is booming. Clearly,
bet.
she knows what she's doing. So I'm going to
As
go
long as you
check
feel
it out.
happy and fulfilled
That's
afterwards.
right.
It's
Yeah.
right by the Walnut Room, in case you're wondering. Just
don't get any paper cuts.
Okay.
Paper cut that ass.
This is also a really good look for Colorado. Oh, my goodness.
What?
So, U.S. News and World Report, they just put out their yearly list of the best states in the country. And Colorado, we are rising on up.
Top 10?
Here's it. Well, no.
No.
Almost, Josh. Almost.
11?
In 2015, we were 15th.
And what are we now?
In 2023,
we're
we were
almost
15th.
there.
Now we're confused.
Sorry,
Okay.
I know. Well, you got in 2023.
Just tell us where
we
we
were
are now.
15th. In 2024, we were 13th.
Yeah.
This year,
Yeah.
we're number 11. And Sticky,
We're
just
number 11.
barely missing out on the top 10. But again,
We're
a really
number
good
11.
look for us because we were falling quite a bit.
It's not a good look because
no.
then more people will move here.
But we still want to live in a good state. With,
I know, but
we
the
don't want
people
people
hear this and then they move
Top
here.
11.
No, they're not going to move here because we're
They
11.
will.
We're not in the top 10. But yeah, they look at things like healthcare, infrastructure,
many
and
people.
financial stability. But Utah was number 1, and I feel like we can do better than Utah. Colorado is a much better state than Utah. So
Katie hates
next year
Utah.
we can do. I don't hate
I'm
it.
gonna
We're just
design
better.
some hoodies that just says Katie hates Utah, and
Yeah.
we're gonna sell them.
No, Colorado's better. That's the point I want to
Whenever
make.
Utah is brought up, Katie badmouths Utah.
Again, I live
I think the
very
main
close
thing
to
people
Utah.
think about
She
Colorado,
hates
though, is
Utah.
the Denver area. And Denver is not better than SLC, Salt Lake City.
Yes, it is.
Denver's not
Hands
better than
down.
Salt.
Yes,
Denver
it is.
a grosser town.
No. Yeah,
Really?
Denver is
I
much
can't
better
say that
than
I've ever been to Salt Lake. I've been to various small little towns around Utah. I
Yeah.
adore Utah.
I like Salt Lake City
love it.
better.
I love
Yeah.
driving through Utah.
It's
Driving
just cleaner.
through.
It's way. It's like Denver in the 1980s.
No, the scenery is beautiful
There's so
in Utah.
many more things to do in Denver. The food's way
Yeah,
better.
Denver's way
Our
bigger.
teams are better.
Way bigger.
No. Denver
I don't care about that.
outkicks Salt Lake every single day of the week. Like, I will take Denver every day.
The
but
Utah Jazz
the
are the
fact
weirdest
that-
team ever
Yeah.
because there's no jazz in
Skiddly
Utah.
dot,
There's
skiddly
no
dot.
No
jazz
jazz.
in Utah.
They used to be. That's why they used to be in New Orleans. They were the New Orleans Jazz,
Yeah.
and then they just kept the same name. And I was like, why? There's no jazz in Utah.
All I
at
know is
all.
when we drive through it to get to Mesquite, every time we go through, I'm like, we should move to Utah. It's so pretty.
You're going to love it for like
and
a
there's
month.
less people.
You probably will like it for like a month.
And then you're going to be like, gosh, I miss Denver and all the stuff
Then you'll
they
want a
have.
Walmart and be like, oh,
Yeah.
we ain't got that. All
Gosh,
right.
didn't Colorado get another Trader Joe's? I want to go back. That's what you're going to say. I promise you.
They don't have Trader Joe's in Utah?
Colorado is way better. I don't
do.
think they do. Let's see, actually. Let's see if they are Trader Joe's in Utah.
It's like
We don't have to look.
Okay, how about we move on to the next one? This is really good, and another reason Colorado is so much better than Utah, because Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, they had exciting news to share yesterday. Asha the gorilla is going to be a mommy this summer. Yay.
They've got like 9 Trader Joe's in Salt Lake City.
Whatever, we're still better. So anyway, they announced that Asha's due sometime this summer between now and the end of July. So we're going to expect another little baby gorilla.
You know, when that baby comes out, Tanisha's going to be like, look at that little baby gorilla. How would you describe it?
Sticky.
It was. That's what baby gorillas look like.
Right.
Asha is not a first-time mommy. She already has a 12-year-old son, Dembe. He lives at the North Carolina Zoo. And her 18-year-old daughter, Tumani, lives in New Orleans.
This monkey gets around.
She does. She's doing her thing.
She's a player.
And again, due sometime between now and the end of July.
This monkey's been reading some romance novels. She's getting all horned up.
Have you seen some of these texts coming in about what this store sells besides the books?
I know. There's a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying.
It's directed towards the ladies.
Yes.
So Josh hit the nail on the head with the self-love.
Business is booming, is what I wanted to say.
It just keeps the ladies coming back. That's the biggest thing.
Don't say.
Again, she has made so much money at this store. Way more than she ever did as a teacher.
Brilliant.
Okay?
It's brilliant. Yes.
Sydney Ivy is
Field
doing
trip.
work.
Josh and I are going to go check it out.
That's maybe where I'll find my wife.
We should probably go. We should go investigate. Where's it at?
You know what? It's right by the Walnut Room. It's downtown. It's like off
Always trying to find a nut.
30th.
There we go.
What's the name of it again?
It's called the Spicy Librarian. So,
is it next to a Trader Joe's?
It is not next to a Trader Joe's.
Spicy Librarian.
Spicy Librarian.
Spicy. All right, it's a cute little store. It's
It's got lots
it's right
of
off
stuff.
of Blake Street. Okay.
There it is. Yes.
The lady on the chair there looks incredibly satisfied. Oh, she's the owner.
Oh gosh.
There she is. She's got a big old smile on her face.
Yeah, it's right off
All
Blake
right.
Street next to the Walnut
Almost
Room.
cross-eyed.
So go check it out, the
Gosh.
Spicy Library. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You're going to love it, guys. Okay, something that we love as Rockies fans. They finally fired their manager, huh, guys?
Yeah, he's heading to the
Yay.
Spicy Librarian right after this.
Sticky. Yeah, it was sticky there, the Colorado Rockies. They finally did something to move in the right direction, hopefully. But anyway, that's the latest news out of the Coors Field. And then one more here, the new Hotel 1888. So this is the hotel that they're opening in Glenwood Springs, part of the Glenwood Hot Springs Resort upgrades that they're doing right now. So they're going to add on to the hot springs. They've got a new boutique hotel called Hotel 1888. It's going to open. Actually, this one opened July 4th, 1888, but they're putting the finishing touches on their new boutique hotel. So when you go to Glenwood Springs now, you'll be able to check out this really neat hotel. It's got 16 luxury guest rooms, and yeah, that's going to be pretty. Because have you guys been to the Glenwood Hot Springs? It's like the swimming pool hot springs.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Iconic.
So they're changing that up. They're trying to make it a little bit more mountain-esque type, so it doesn't feel so much like a swimming pool. And I like when hot springs do that because Ouray, it's the same. The Ouray hot springs, it's all like a swimming pool type feel. You know, it's still tucked in the mountains, so that one's
laps.
a little bit more like nature-esque. But they also have down in Ridgeway, that's where the naked hot springs are. So I like when they have the hot springs look a little bit more like it's in the mountains.
That's
and
where
not
the
so
Spicy
much.
Librarian has
That's
a book
where she
club.
probably goes. Yes, but
She needs to expand it and open up a hotel.
Oh,
This is my hotel.
And I see what you did there.
I put the
see
ho
what
in
you
hotel.
did there. Yes.
Yeah, brought to you by the Spicy Librarian.
Dig it.
The business opportunities.
There's so many. There really is.
What a description. What a description.
Well, I don't know what that was. Was
That was
good?
trending. Was that good for you?
Katie?
Yeah.
Was that good for you?
I mean, yeah, I did it, so I give
You
it an
did
A
it.
plus.
Well done. Let's go down to the Spicy Librarian later.
Dude, I'm going to find a wife there, man. It'll be great.
All right.
It's going to be fun.
We'll report back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the trending report with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh. Here's traffic. Denver's best music. Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. All live and local, broadcasting here at a Lone Tree, Colorado. We're not being pumped in out of state. No, we're here in town. We get to hang out with all of our Colorado people. Case in point, this last Saturday, we had the Mix 100 Diamond Dive up in Longmont. A few people texting in, wanting to see pictures of the ring, pictures of the event, some videos. You can find all of that on our social media. Just search Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram, and everything's up on the Mix 100 sites as well. Mix 100 Denver on Facebook and Instagram, believe it or not. We met a lot of really nice people this weekend, like some great listeners.
They were awesome. Like, it was so
really
cool
nice
to finally meet. And there's so many people that we've all personally, but I've personally interacted with when I'm, answering phones or whatever, and I've talked to these people, qualifying them for the Diamond Dive, and they were so excited to put a face with the voice that we always hear or that they hear. And it's so cool to meet these people that we've interacted with on the text line for months and months, and we finally get to meet them and talk with them, and they were so excited, especially a lot of people that were up north and don't usually get to come down here, down south to meet us. So that was really special.
Yes.
Yes. Did you have anything? You're looking at me like you wanted
Katy was nodding her head. I thought she wanted to add
I
more.
thought she wanted to say.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
Yes.
No,
Katy says yes.
I wanted to point out.
Katy must have hated the people.
No,
hey, Jeremy and I loved the people.
Raved, great people.
No, I
awesome.
loved
Katy,
meeting everyone.
yes.
I was telling Jeremy also that a lot of people told me they watch on the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
And it was so great. Like, multiple people came up to me and said, I love watching you guys when I can't hear what you're saying and just guessing as to what you're saying while you're laughing and stuff. And I was like,
We say naughty words.
It's probably pretty inappropriate what's going on.
I just
but,
hope they
you
don't
know.
ever screenshot us picking our nose or anything like that.
I do.
Like,
Something.
I know you
Have
do.
at it.
You have the worst picture of me of all time, Jeremy.
You
But
do.
yes,
The way
I do like collecting horrible pictures of people.
you do.
do a great
I've got my
job.
own. I have
Karma
my
will
own.
get you someday,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, but no, it was a great time, and seeing everybody was pretty phenomenal. So
fantastic.
it was great.
It was. So go check out all the pictures on the socials. Jeremy, Katy, Josh. Find us everywhere. Have fun. Yeah. That's right. Come on, girl.
This is the nipple. The nipple.
That's right. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, Denver's best music. Justin Bieber, girl.
Oh,
hey,
that's
girl.
why you're doing it.
How you doing, girl? It's Justin Bieber. Yo, holla at your boy.
What's up, Beeps?
Hey, what's
Baby
up, Katy
Beeps?
Cat?
Hope you're doing well, buddy.
I
Hope Beebs is
know.
doing
Yo, I'm fine, man.
Man.
Just leave me alone, man.
Did you see that picture of him just straight up taking a rip? Right?
I was
Did you
just-
I didn't see that.
I was just trying to
No?
feel good.
Oh, okay.
Make my
Yeah,
nose
all
high
Yeah,
again.
I'm just trying to chill.
He's a big
Chilling.
advocate for the weed, so
He is.
I like the
He
pot
is.
weed, girl.
He likes
That's
it.
right, girl.
He
He
has
has it in
no
his song. I
problem.
get my weed from California.
He does.
How about that?
Yeah.
I guess that's it. We got to go. We got to get out of here.
What?
Big Rob's coming in.
Oh,
He's going to shove
where
us
you
out of here.
going?
We got to go. We got things to do.
I guess it is that time.
Mr. Big Rob will have 90 minutes commercial free starting at 11:30. So throw Mix 100 on at your office, girl.
Yeah.
Get it on. Did you guys have a nice day today?
I did. It
That
was
neat.
fabulous.
It was a neat day. It was
Yeah.
really neat.
For a
We'll
Monday.
yeah, for a Monday. Everything's fine. I got a final story for you guys before we
Everything's
get out of
fine.
here.
We're
Everything's
fine.
fine. Everything will be fine. It's great. Listen to this. Well, this is horrible. I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning this.
All right.
Sugarcoating it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to jump right into it. A 25-year-old man in Nebraska, Aiden, been arrested after he attacked a 37-year-old female neighbor and her 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, no.
Don't condone that. That's
No.
horrible. He struck the girl first. She was out playing with her friends. Mom confronted him. He decided to hit her on the arm and the shoulder. They interviewed the mom and the daughter, and they both said, yeah, he hit us pretty hard. It stung. It was painful. He's a horrible guy. He attacked the mom and daughter with a plastic lightsaber.
Don't take my joy.
He told the cops he was upset with the victims because his rent was going to be raised and they were sharing a thermostat, supposedly, and it was set too high. So he decided to attack her. Whap, whap, whap.
You're a Sith Lord. I knew it.
You guys are the worst. Aiden was charged with 2 felonies, child abuse, so that's a biggie, and second-degree assault, and a third charge of being an angry virgin.
24-year dry spell.
Nothing but a stormtrooper.
That's right. So screw you guys.
He's a stormtrooper.
He is I got it right.
He is.
Yes,
He's
he's
very
a
mad.
stormtrooper.
He's very
him.
mad. That's
Yeah.
right. Screw you guys.
Gosh.
That's it. We're out of here. We're Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.